always a hope. Rise and fight.
Hello, and welcome everyone to another BSL Races Championship. We're at day 9 here, and with me is my good buddy Raz. Raz, how's it going, bud?
I'm doing fantastic, Night Machine. How are you?
Doing well, man. Excited for tonight. Tonight we have a special treat for everyone tuning in, and yeah, I don't know, Raz, you wanna speak a little more about why tonight's so incredible?
I mean, what a treat it is. We have the one and only Artosis jumping in here for the Terran mix. Hopefully we'll see some good games from him, maybe some rage, who knows? It could get interesting. Rage. Yeah, hopefully some rage. You know, we always love the Artosis rage from his stream, so maybe he'll bring it in here, especially when he plays a little TVP against some of his competitors here.
Yeah, man, my fellow media member and actually team starter was Artosis back in the day. Obviously, everyone here, I'm sure, is very familiar with Artosis and his antics. Arguably the best English caster to ever grace the StarCraft scene. My good buddy Dan. I'm really excited to watch him, play in some matches here and kind of, compete here along the foreign community that he loves so dearly.
Oh so yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. The map pool is definitely interesting as well. So we'll see if you go what position he plays, what map he picks of the maps, like what he's going to like for Terran. Because listen, other than him, we do have another star-studded lineup here with the Protoss and the Zerg and the other Terran. I mean, we got a lot of good talent again in this race championship.
Yeah, we'll just go down the list here. We got, kick things off for our big Protoss players here. Boa, Dragon, and CruZa tonight. Each one of those names is synonymous with, the best foreign Protoss we really have here. Boa competing many times previously in, BSLs, and we're seeing him in show matches and stuff. Such a strong Protoss player. Dragon, known for his incredible macro play, definitely another big threat here on the Protoss side. And, CruZa as well, strong South American Protoss, bringing up the anchor on the team here. So for Team Protoss right off the bat, we got some big names. Also tonight for, some of my favorites, we got the Zergs, Hawk, big NA Zerg, you've obviously seen him play previous weeks, Avi-Love, and Boa as well, or Jiren rather. So yeah, man, there's going to be some big name Zergs tonight. We already talked about Artosis, but alongside Artosis here on Team Terran, we got Terror and who you've seen obviously many times, and then Ziggy, Polish powerhouse Terran, bringing up the end. So yeah, man, it's going to be a strong night.
Yeah, what I really like about these players, other than them being so strong, is a lot of different play styles amongst the players, right? You definitely have Terror, who's going to play very standard. You have Ziggy, who loves to mix it up with mech versus Zerg. He likes his 2-fac against Protoss. So you never know what he's going to be producing in these different games. Hawk, we saw a couple weeks ago, just the mental game and what his build choices were. Avi-Love definitely playing different style. In Jiren, a little bit more low.
Love the Sparkle game too.
Yeah, love the Sparkle game. Then you got Jiren, who's a little bit more high pressure, high volume, and kind of the same with the Protoss. So I think it's good that we have a mixture of styles, mixture of players. So that's always an exciting thing.
And the other exciting thing about this league would definitely be the map pool. You know, we're definitely bringing back some nostalgic picks for tonight's play, but we have some of the new hotness as well. So it's going to be good. First up, we're going to have Terran versus Zerg to kick things off here tonight. And you see it right there. Hawk, me, go. Nyokin screaming terror. It's going to be a throwback to, I think, even the last time we casted together. Hawk versus Terror, kicking things off on Gladiator, one of my favorite maps of all time. Oh, man. I'm excited to get this one started here.
I feel like these guys hit each other constantly. Like, these are the two guys that always match up. They always pair up in at least one of these games. The Terror versus Hawk. Like, ongoing saga, man. Ongoing.
Yeah, it really is, man. These are two of the pinnacle Zergs and Terrans we really have in the North American scene at the moment. They, you know, have hit each other so many times, and it's good because they're so closely matched that it comes down to those mind games that you were talking about last time. I believe the last time we watched these two play, it was an 8 racks from Terror versus a 9 hatch opener ZVT from Hawk, and that's stuff you just don't really see on the ladder from your typical, you know, Zerg players. If you're calling out a 9 hatch, you really have a pretty in-depth knowledge of what your opponent is going to be opening, which was correct. So it's going to be pretty neat to see what these two, you know, show us for a map like Gladiator. I've definitely got some thoughts about Gladiator, you know, for this matchup in particular. But what are you thinking about this one, Raz?
You know, when I saw the map again at first, that was Gladiator, I said to you, man, a lot of high-low grounds, like a lot of different terrains for the players to go through. Like, could that be difficult for Terran to navigate with bio? And your response to me was like, well, mech is really strong. So it'll be interesting to see what Terror does in terms of his opening, his playstyle, his build, because of how this map differs, because we do have all those different terrains coming through.
Yeah, we really do. Big, wide open, you know, middle ground. We have the mineral only being so close by to the natural that a lot of times Terrans like to push with that mech play early on. And yeah, this is like the mech map is really how I think of it. You know, Zerg player like Hawk should anticipate this. But there's plenty of places to really kind of wall off, especially your natural for Terran is pretty common on this map. Lots of middle ground to fight, so big surrounds with like Ling, Lurker, Hydra is very common. And then low ground main, which, you know, heavy pressure play really lends to give you an advantage, I'd say, early on. But yeah, this is Gladiator, folks. Sounds like we are ready to get this thing kicked off. So yeah, here we go. Game 1 of the night, Terror versus Hawk. Let's do it. And spawning at the bottom left side of Gladiator as that red colored Zerg from NA, we have Hawk.
And in the top right, the Terran, of course, in his magenta. It is Terror. I love that he's sporting his new BSL 15. If you have his major ladder name and have started playing games, hopefully you're doing so. Getting out there for the next season.
Got to get on it, man. I'm 15 games in. Ooh, this SCV is it's a pretty quick SCV. It could be walling, though. I think this still could just be a wall at the natural, which is pretty common here. And yeah, it looks like that's it. So this isn't going to be an 8 racks or anything. This is pretty common Gladiator play, actually.
Yeah, I thought we might see that 8 racks ready. You know, Terror definitely has that in his arsenal. I thought he might get out there and just throw it down, but he's opting for this. Now, Machine, as a Zerg, does this tell you anything? When there is a wall being built outside, does it trigger you to say, okay, this is mech, this is bio, with some build?
Not really. It means usually some type of like fast expansion. We know that just based on this map, mech is pretty popular, but you can wall and still go something like a 5 racks +1 or Actually walling and going into a stim academy timing is pretty popular too. So what it does trigger for me is that Zerg has a lot of options for like lurker bust timings versus a wall. And as we've seen in the past, Hawk is not afraid to go for a lurker bust if he sees these depot walls right out front. So we'll have to see what he chooses here. But I actually still think this is probably going to be mech out of Hawk or out of Terror here.
Yeah, and it seems very standard from Hawk right here. We saw a 12 hatch to 11 pool, then a gas. So he seems like he's playing very standard, just open it up. Maybe the last couple games he played, I think we saw him on last week where he did the lurker, 2-base lurker. So maybe he's just trying to make sure he's just mixing up his build style for this week.
Yeah, he might just be. I mean, because these players hit each other so often in these tournaments, they probably have their own internal meta going. You know, we talked about it previously, but this is probably based on their last series together. So we'll have to wait and see, what exactly this is from Terra. It looks like gases expand. We're seeing Terra take that gas inside the main now. But yeah, this is just about as greedy of an opener as you can really look to get away with if you're Terror.
And I definitely like it because I think sometimes with these maps where the ramps are going the opposite way into your main, it can make it difficult. And like high pressure builds can really, really force you to be stuck on one base play. So I like that Terror came out, he put a wall outside his nat, took an expansion, just secured it, and made things easier for himself.
Yeah, even like a Ling timing here can be stopped pretty easily with some SCV pulls and repairing. It is only one Marine, so it looks pretty vulnerable, but it's really not, with your Terran. He's got the SCV in the main, he sees the Ling count, he knows Hawk's just droning from here. Third hatch in main. That's surprising. That's a little surprising to me that he's going the third hatch in main and showing it with that SCV. But, it's fine, I think.
You think that he just wants to just secure the 2-base eco, get up a ton of Muta, and fight from there? I feel like he could take a third gas with Muta, especially with all these ramps and micro them. He's just trying to be very safe, secure. Like, what do you think is going through his brain?
Usually when you get that third hatch in the main, I think you're pretty much saying you're trying to counter any type of Stin bio timing.
Okay.
That's really, where 2.5 hatch's strength comes from. And yeah, we're even seeing the sunken at the natural. So this could also mean that Hawk is afraid of mech, actually. But we're not seeing a mech opener out of Terror. It's bio. And this is so smart, actually, because Hawk sees that Barracks not blinking at the natural this whole time. Like, who in their right mind, it's finally now blinking, but who in their right mind would think this isn't mech? This is really some cute play out of Terror here, and it's the right call, honestly.
Well, I think his greed's going to pay off, right? He knows that Hawk has not seen into his base. He doesn't know what build it is. He only made one Marine. Logic says that it is some type of factory play, mech style, but behind it he's just going to get a bunch of barracks, get +1 to get on the map and be extremely aggressive. I think that's fantastic from him.
Yep, and he knows that it's cost Zerg taking a quick third early on, so he spent those resources on that third hatchery, made that sunken early even though he didn't want to, and the third is delayed here from Hawk. So not that Hawk can't play out of it, but I'd say the advantage of the builds goes to Terror here early on.
I would agree with that. I think that he has felt very secure. He's been pretty greedy with the eco, and he's going to take every advantage from it. We see the +1 already, the range, all of that stuff is already coming and ready to push out on the map. What I like about these 4-axe plays is that you're able to get on the map, get some map control, be aggressive, push out against the Zerg, force them to fight your armies out on the map and not harass your economy.
Yeah. It's really true. That's really kind of the advantage of such heavy pressure out of this 4-axe early on. Zerg kind of has to turn it into an all-in, and even then, just a few turrets kill a surprising amount of mutas. So it looks like we're going to see exactly that. Ooh, muta, unfortunately, getting caught out there for Hawk. Ooh, can't make those kind of mistakes against a player the level of Terror. And yeah, we see Hawk still grouping those mutas up. Terror looking like he's about to pressure, getting some scouting info with an SCV here, but that's quickly cleaned up. Terror just wants to know where he's got to go. You know, I'm not sure if he's scanned the 6 o'clock third yet, but and I would guess no, because he's moving his Marines up to the top side of the map. There we go. Good stim, good engage, and good retreat there from Hawk.
Yeah, I think this is where the map gets interesting, right? Like with all these high. Oh, we do see the scan. Now he recognizes where the base is. But I was just saying, I think this is where it gets interesting, right? Like the micro on these high to low grounds. Like, can you catch the bio ball coming up the ramp as with the muta versus it sitting on top of the hill? So I think it's going to be on both players to really make sure they're microing strongly up and down these different terrain.
Hawk scouting some bio, moving down towards the bottom right. He must know that Terror knows exactly where his base is. Ooh, big engage here. Hawk backing off, but he's got a full control group worth of muta there. That is a lot of muta. It's not easy to fight 11 muta with just bio. Ooh, nice engage here from Hawk, just shredding some of these Marines. But I think he's going to be forced to back off still. Oh, maybe not.
No. I like that he took it through the choke point machine. I like that he got him in there. That way he was able to kind of funnel them through, not take as much damage as he fought. That was definitely a good spot for Hawk to pick a fight with this bio ball.
Great control, as we expect out of Hawk. Honestly, he's just an incredible Zerg player who, you know, really understands this matchup. So, yeah, looks like Terror's still continuing to press, though. Hawk's just gonna kind of hang out and wait for him to overextend a little bit, it looks like. No hive on the way. So this is actually big muta committal, which we've seen previously with Hawk versus Terror in some of these series. If Terror just sits too long and doesn't regroup with another round of bio, this bio force will get shredded.
Yeah, no hydrogen, no evo chamber, just pure muta so far. Definitely very interesting. You think there'll be some type of, ooh, those are great picks. Those are fantastic picks. Do you think we're going to see some type of later hive into Guardian, or do you think we're just going to see, oh, there's the hydrogen? Okay, I wasn't sure if we were going to see some type of Guardian, Hydra Plague, Gardra. I don't, you know, could Zerg go into that, but we do see the den.
Just looks like delayed hive, delayed Hydra with mass muta. Good damage here being done by these muta though. We're seeing a lot of gas even being stacked from Hawk. I'm surprised that maybe Terror's not trying to pressure the third little more. Evo Chamber, Queen's Nest finally going down at that third base.
Yeah, I feel like Hawk feels comfortable. He has his third gas up, a lot of muta, just kind of picking that bio ball apart as it comes. I don't think it'd be the worst for him if it tried to engage up the ramp into Sunkins with the muta. I feel like he is just sitting, taking little small victories here and there, trying to just build for the game later on.
Yeah, meta count's looking a little low. That is almost 4 Sunkins, 3 Sunkins and a creep colony at the natural. And this is only 2 medics. So Hawk just continuing to whittle down this medic count. Now every single stem is going to hurt this army so much. And Hawk is just running him around.
Yeah, and eventually the energy will run out, right? Like eventually the medics won't have any more energy from these stems, so...
I think they already
find it. Oh, Machine, he gets another medic.
Yeah, This is big. Hawk is looking like he's in prime position to start engaging this Bioforce with all of his muta. And actually looking to counter. I don't know about this. This is a lot of Marines to leave outside your base. Oh, he has lurkers though.
I was just about to ask Team Machine, is it okay for a counter? But he is good to go. Oh, 2 vessels out. I think these muta
no medics.
Be careful though. Oh.
No medics.
What was it? Radiates? 1 good radiate. Oh, good pull.
That out immediately. Yeah, really good pull. I think he needs to back up though. He's engaging many turrets, maybe? Okay, and he does retreat a little bit.
But I think that's a big victory for Zerg, right? Like, he clears the reinforcements. He feels safe to just sit there on these 3 gas, maybe take a 4th soon, get to his hive tech, get to swarm. Oh, another medic about to go down. Oh, 2 of them.
Oh, both of them. Oh,
no, only 2 left. Oh,
barely
she lives. She just lives a little bit of life there, machine.
Yeah, man, that was a good catch once again. I really think Hawk is in a strong position here. Looks like Terra's just kind of forced to retreat, but we still don't have the 4th gas for Hawk. When Zerg has secured a 4th gas is really when they kind of could sigh and say like, all right, like we've done it. We've made it to the point where we can finally start putting some pressure on. So I'm sure Hawk is probably thinking the same. Defiler Mound in the main with the Ultra Cavern. 2 Evos. He's just in a wonderful spot here.
We do see the physics lab though, machine. We see some BC kind of prep here. Do you think it's enough on 2 bases? Does he have the economy to support those BCs? I feel like on 2 bases it's just not enough yet. I feel like Terran needs a 3rd base at least.
Yeah, it seems a little preemptive to be sure. You know, it's quite a resource sink to be able to build, 2 battle cruisers at a time, but I don't know. Maybe if he catches Hawk without enough Scourge or something, he might be able to get some big damage done. But yeah, I'm uncertain myself.
You see these Muta trying to poke in again here, just trying to see what they can whittle down, forcing some stims. I think that's fantastic. Just making sure those medics are using their energy, see if you can pick some of the bio-wall. And behind this Hawk is just getting ready for a later game. He's getting up the Defilers for make sure he has some Storm Plague, so he's ready to go.
I love this positioning of the Lurkers and Scourge in the main. Like, he's in such a comfortable position that he's saying, okay, how could I possibly die right now? And the answer is drop. Unfortunate movement there from Hawk. And that'll be every Muta just about. So, wow, big swing there from Terror. Nicely done. And yeah, suddenly, but still, Hawk's got enough units that he should be able to slowly push out, take a 4th base. I'm getting a little worried about the vessel count, actually, more than anything. But as long as he's got Plague... Very nice.
You say, that machine 1 goes down. Oh, was Defiler caught out? It's irradiated. Oh, swarm down, but that's a dead Defiler. Irradiate.
Yeah, a little surprised he didn't go throw out a Plague there. He should have Plague by now.
At least it'll be very upgraded, or it was close because we see Consume. But
yeah, big Plague on the vessels there would have really hurt Terror, it felt like.
It looks like Terror is taking his 3rd right now with the mineral only. So bases. Oh, another vessel. Nope.
Barely saves it, kills off Muta as well, but Terror just kind of posturing and backing up. I like this. He's using the Irradiates, forcing Zerg to kind of reposition some units, but he had no intention of killing this base. Ooh, he's actually going to go and irradiate that Defiler. Hawk trying to move out with another Defiler here.
He's gonna snipe it.
I don't know about this. I don't think this was the call. I'm surprised Terra's not stimming those Marines after it. But they are scooting after that Defiler. There he is.
Oh no, they're in A move. They're in A move.
Good save there.
To your point before, Machine, I think it's important to note this vessel count because energy's free, right? Like, you keep building energy, you keep doing all these different things. Oh, didn't Plague. Machine cheering for his Zerg brethren. Oh, there's a Plague for you, Machine. There it is.
Okay, we do have the Plague now, and this is good, actually. This is good positioning here from Hawk. Gets a good Plague off on these BCs. And, suddenly these 2 BCs that cost so much money are really not in a good... I mean, they're just not going to get their value, right? Scourge are coming in. They're already low on HP. Very nice. Oh, no. The Plague with 2 HP. That's funny.
Oh, no.
And actually, yeah, if that Nidus goes down, this BC was definitely worth...
Every third player just had a little heart palpitation. They're hurting a little bit on the inside watching that go down.
Ultra Defiler coming in here, though, putting on some pressure. Another swarm goes down, but I don't know, man. I think that should be a play. I think he needs to start plaguing this army of Terror, or things are going to get out of control here real quick.
Yeah, like you said, the vessel count, I was trying to point it out before the action, but like him being able to continuously irradiate Ultras, Defilers, that energy is free. Those units are not. It becomes harder and harder. And we see no Defiler here, no Lurkers. Oh, never mind.
Big surround.
Big.
Very nicely done here from Hawk, bringing in that Ultra Lurker wing. Defiler is there. Please just plague the vessels, please. Man, he's just letting these vessels go away.
Do it, Hawk. Machine is begging. He's begging, please.
All right, man. You know what I'm thinking is Hawk needs that 4th gas like now. Terror at least has been expanding behind this. We see that mineral only. We see the 4th even completed, it looks like, for Terror. But man, these vessels are really just running a train on Terror here, man. It's
I was going to say that vessel count just keeps growing, getting crazier and crazier. And I think it's more on Hawk to take the next base than it is for Terror to keep doing. Like, oh, there it is, Machine. It happened.
Oh,
the plague on the vessels.
Okay, I'll breathe a collective sigh of relief for us Zergs.
There you go.
It happened. Still good pressure. I mean, at least from Hawk, this is forcing Terra to really spend a lot of attention on this. Even if this last swarm goes away. Actually, we still have a Defiler here and a lot of Ultras coming in. I don't know why I was so worried about Hawk all of a sudden. He's kind of doing some good damage. Has to get that 4th up, but man, this is killing quite a bit of Terra's bio. Small force going to the 3rd, but really in Terra's position, almost feels like he's got to get this 3rd base killed off here.
Yeah, this is a good counter. I mean, we see no Defilers, no Lurkers, so if he can snipe this, oh, he's going to snipe this Nidus right away and try to take out this base. I really feel like the mineral only for Terror is not as valuable as his 3rd gas right now for Hawk. So I feel like he is like, okay, this trade is okay for me. But let's see if this bio group gets cleaned up before he can actually do the damage he needs.
Ultra coming in, tanking for some of these links, but actually it looks like the Marines were retargeted there by Terra. That was really nice. I have not seen that very often. And actually takes the Zerglings out, preventing all the damage from happening. So that was good control from Terra at 6 o'clock. Yeah, suddenly Hawk's in a tough spot. He's got a 4th base on the way. Man, this vessel count is just so big here in Terror.
Yeah, Terror has mined out of his main and natural, so he does need to hold that 3rd and 4th base. He has a ton of SCVs there. He just transferred. He held the 4th. I'm a little bit worried here for Hawk losing that 3rd base. Well, not losing it, but having to transfer all the drones or losing all the drones there and just now taking his 4th. His money's starting to get lower and lower. And like you said, the vessel count is still very, very high. Hawk, Terror is going to get absolute value against Hawk's units here with these vessels alone as the game kind of progresses to another plague, which is good.
Yeah, but another Irradiate as well takes out yet another Defiler. Really in the game of attrition, which this kind of is, right? It's been a back and forth knife fight. Terra's gonna keep coming out on top with these vessels as long as they stay alive.
I was gonna say, Machine, the gas count just has plummeted from what it was. Like, we see Hawk just immediately putting drones on both bases in the gas.
I mean, he's screwed now. There's no other way to put it. He's lost all of his drones numerous times at that 3rd base. He doesn't have the drone count. He's got to put pressure on at the same time to keep in this game. So he's just stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, every unit here that's lost that's gas between the Ultras and the Defilers, it's just so much on his economy. He's just feeling the pressure. And we see these BCs coming down here denying the 4th base. It's great to have a hatchery there, but if you can't actually mine from it, it's really almost like a dead base. So Terror's doing a great job right now, just pushing it in. I will note though, Terror's bank right now, Machine, very, very low. Doesn't look like much income is coming in.
he's just got to move those SCVs from his natural to his fourth. I think his bank will be fine. But yeah, man, it's just such a good point you stole from Terran. That's really the scary part is he's been so efficient with every unit he has. I mean, all of these plague vessels are still alive, right? Like that just kind of goes to show he's keeping everything together really, really well here against Hawk.
Yeah, he's still almost double the supply right now. I mean, very, very tough, you know. Especially when you don't have that fourth base secured as Zerg for that gas to keep those defilers kind of rolling out. So we'll see if Hawk can ever secure that fourth, but those BCs right now are just absolutely... Oh, never mind, they already killed us. So now they'll be moving over to the third. But we do have a defiler there. Hopefully they can plague those BCs and take care of it with the Spore.
Yeah, hopefully. Still Hawk moving across the map with these Defiler Ultra, trying to put that pressure on. But man, Terra's all over it, just catching every single vessel. Or catching every single Defiler moving across the map. Yeah,
we see GG. Okay.
GG is out from Hawk. I think that was a good GG timing. That was a great play by both sides. I like the mind games from Terra, walling off, not making any bio, and then going into bio early. I think Hawk played to it, pretty well, given the situation, and had some incredible muta control, especially during that mid game. Man, that was like all Hawk. So yeah, fun match one, but Terra moving on for the Terran players here.
Yeah, really good. I just want to mention, make sure if you're watching tonight, help out with the Patreon. Please show your support. We're trying to get Race Wars Season 2 going. We definitely still need some donations. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you love these matches, you love the players that are going on, please donate through the Patreon to help it so that we can keep going for the next season.
Patreon.com/bombastic. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying your night tonight and you can afford some donations, please do. But yeah, also for you guys who are also BSL fans, tomorrow at 1700 CEST we'll have the Gosu League Grand Finals coming up as well. So make sure guys to check that one out. It's going to be Dragon versus Desakwe and for the finals, and then third place match is actually Mars versus NBA. So yeah, that's going to be pretty neat. Also coming up later that day, we're going to have another BSL Races Championship Day 10 at 20 CEST. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in, check out some more awesome StarCraft, and yeah, just hope you guys have a good time.
That'd be awesome. Fun games. Please tune in tomorrow as well for those matches. All right, Machine. Who do you think Team Protoss is going? It seems like Bo was saying send Dragon or him first.
If it was me and I had to pick the situation, Terror is obviously very, very strong. So I start looking at who is more of the PvT specialists on the team. I don't know, man. I think Dragon can do it here, for sure. But I also think Bo would have been fine. But actually, yeah, we see it's going to end up being Dragon. We'll go.
Dragon
versus Terror. Ooh.
The question is, what map will Dragon pick, right?
Yeah, given this map pool, I'm not sure, with the more, with the older maps, what could be good for, this matchup in particular. What are your thoughts?
From the map pool,
what would you pick?
Quite. Oh man, what would I pick?
Third World?
Man, Third World's not the worst.
I want to see Third World.
Storm isn't the worst.
Oh, he picked Third World.
Oh wow.
Dude, I didn't even see that. I wasn't even paying attention. Man, okay. So he picks Third World. I'm gonna say, I don't think that's a Dragon map, but Dragon to me just seems so straightforward, so by the book, PvT. Third World is such a odd map. It really stands out to me.
You have the Cerberus blocking the minerals at your main.
Are they blocking minerals in your main? I just meant like
not
it's almost.
you're natural. And you're natural.
I think that's Arkanoid, but
Okay, it's Arkanoid.
maybe. Yeah, I think Third World's the one where there's almost like an island map taking up half of the other side of the map, pretty much, and you have to like mine with probes or jump with probes to get to that other side of the map. So I just remember back in the day, a lot of Protoss would like hide all their tech on the other half of the map and like, or like sneak a base there. It's
yes. This is half. Yes, this is. It's a 2-player map that's half on the ground there, but also half semi-island. This is the one that's definitely weird.
Map. And that is not a dragon pick, right? Like that's what I think anyway. But
so I would say
he's got to have a plan, man. He's got to have a plan.
So it's nice because technically it's well, not technically, but it is a 2-player map, right? So gas steals are available, proxies are available. Not that Dragon likes the proxy, but you can do a gas steal 2-player and really just kind of build your economy from there. So maybe Dragon's idea is like, okay, I'm going to treat this like Eclipse. 2-player, PvT map, gas steal, 12 next, gas steal, Zealot harass, go from there. I think that's actually not a bad pick.
Okay. I just feel like the natural and natural is like a little close together. So maybe you'd be worried about counter pressure, but...
Maybe he's thinking rain style here, Machine. Maybe he thinks, I'll gas steal 12 next, Forge.
I want to see it, man. I definitely want to see it.
You know, I think those are definitely on the table. I think, recently PvT, especially on 2-player maps, because of AFSL and having Eclipse as one of the maps, we've seen a lot of different changing meta for those maps in itself.
This is going to be interesting. What do you think Terra would do on a map like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to hide a second barracks on this map, so I'm not sure if he's just going to try to play it out, try to kill him the gas, take a gas to expand, or will he try to hide the second barracks? Will he put a bottom right so he can kind of do some kind of pressure build if Dragon does take his gas?
Yeah, I think he, I kind of think he would a little bit. All right, guys, we are ready to jump into this one. It's going to be Terra versus Dragon on Third World, and here we go. Alrighty. Spawning at the bottom left corner of Third World as that teal Protoss, we have Dragon.
And in the top right, for some reason he's yellow and not magenta. It is Terror.
Yeah, that's odd. He's always that magenta.
He loves the magenta color, so it's always usually his pick.
It must be disabled on the map or something. He would always pick magenta.
It's just not allowed. They would
we'll
not
just
let
pretend
him pick
he's magenta.
This game.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. I really haven't seen this map in many, many years. I remember this was the map that Protoss would jump a probe over to the island side of the map and just proxy their DT tech there and just go like one base DT. It was really funny.
Classic Protoss. Classic Protoss machine.
Classic Protoss. They'd let you keep the SCV in your main like the whole time. You'd be like, oh, he just has a couple gateways and a core. It's so funny.
So early right here, Machine. No probe early, so there will be no gas steal. Also, no scout after gateway. So
man, we are like completely wrong about everything.
What
are we even doing here? Like, should we just leave the cast?
Man, terrible casting right now. Terrible casting that we just couldn't pick out anything that would happen.
Oh god, they're making fun of us in chat too. Oh god.
They're calling us out. We gotta hide our face from the community for the rest of the season.
Yeah, these are cute little minerals. You can actually jump probes through that gate. It looks like it's blocked, but it's kind of a cool feature, let's say, to this map, which makes it pretty interesting. So the whole top left corner-ish area of this map is pretty much an island you can't walk to with units. It's really crazy.
All right, Machine, we weren't totally off. Gasless from Terror. Okay, so we weren't totally off. Which
Man, I did not see that coming from him, to be honest.
Maybe he had that pre-planned in his brain anyway because he thought maybe the gas steal was coming. I just think it's interesting that Dragon has not scouted. He doesn't know what's going on. So it seems like this will be a 19 or 21 Nexus type of play for him. In the previous cast, we've seen a 23 Nexus continuous from him, so maybe that's what he'll be going for, which is definitely economically great. But right now, you see that Terror has the way quicker expansion, which is such a deficit for Dragon.
Yeah, it definitely is. But we're seeing fairly quick range, though, out of Dragon as well. This is almost like maybe he's able to put on some pressure with such fast range versus like a bunker gasless. That's just my assumption right now. Yeah, we see him going after that SCV. He's probably going to try to clear the SCV as best he can. This is a huge main though, so Terror actually able to delay this first goon significantly. He's shot it once so far.
Yeah.
Oh man.
21 Nexus from Dragon. I give advantage to Terror right from the bat here. Anytime this command center is this fast, no bunker, he's cut the corners he had to, he definitely takes the lead right away. And I wonder if Terror knew that Dragon has been playing this style for the last couple weeks. So he said, you know what, I'm going to take the risk and go with this exact build with gasless so that I can take this advantage.
I would assume so. This feels thought out from Terror for sure. I almost think this first Dragoon needed to just go straight to Terran's base, pretty much.
Anytime that Terran doesn't see a Zealot, they don't see that pressure, they don't do the bunker, they're feeling good. They get all of their factories, their expansion up very quickly. They don't have to worry about the pressure. So you saw that from Terra here. He's able to take his on-sites, you see, he's able to build 2 factories, all before this bunker was even completed. So he is definitely feeling good.
He didn't send any of the goons right away. They kind of paused at the natural for a moment as well. So he's just not taking full advantage of whatever pressure I feel like he could have been putting on. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, normally you want to hit the bunker so that you can force some SCVs off of the net. You want to make sure that they're repairing. You want to make sure he's using mineral repairing, using mining time, but Terra didn't have any of that, so right now Terra is probably feeling pretty good about his build.
Dragon does have a fairly quick Nexus. It's not like Terra has a mega lead by any means. And it is third world, so who knows? Maybe Dragon's got plans to hide a third base now towards the island side of the map, or something like that. But I'm assuming that Terra's just gonna go 4-fact pressure. I really feel like this is a 4-fact pressure.
I would agree with the Machine because it's very hard for Protoss to engage on this bottom right side of the map. Like, it's very narrow, a lot of chokes, siege tanks can definitely splash all over. So I would imagine that Terra does want to put on some type of pressure. Whether it's 4-fact, 5-factory, even 6-factory plus 1. I think we're going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, Terra doing a great job with this dance. Not a single shot onto the tank yet. Just poking these Dragoons down. It feels like Dragon not really able to get a beat. You see how well Terra is pulling these tanks back and forward? It almost looks like when you watch AI play, right? It's just constant. The tanks just didn't stop moving. That was really cool to watch, actually.
Alright, Machine, we have a Stargate here, so it looks like that Dragon is going for 2-base carrier. Not sure how I feel on this map, knowing that it's built the way it is, but we'll see if he can get those carriers out before Terra tries to push. Terra is adding Marines, which to me means he's looking for this 2-factory timing push right here.
A 2-fact timing, man. This is odd. I'm not sure how well this will fare. Dragon is only on 2 base. Ooh, trying to get on top of a tank does so, but it costs 2 Dragoons. And man, this is a force coming out from Terra. 4 tanks, bunch of Marines, SCVs, and it ends up getting split though around this wall. I wonder if Terra's maybe trying to surround.
The SCV's gonna block. Good blocking from the SCV.
Oh my god, that blocking on that SCV. Unreal.
Wow.
And he picks up yet another Dragoon kill. That is high level. That is insanely high level.
But good micro here from Dragon. Stepping back, picking off the Marines.
Ooh, one more goon. Looks like it might go down though. And yeah, 5 Dragoons now. We have at least 4 tanks with some bio in front. Oh man, this is just a massacre. Terra is just crushing him right now. Dragon unfortunately getting stuck in such an odd spot. He has that Stargate he's not able to utilize. This battery he's built he won't be able to use out front either, so he's kind of forced to go in. Okay, getting on top of 1 tank fairly quickly. 2 tanks go down. Maybe he can heal on the battery.
Vulture run by. Get mines in the main. I did not see. Oh no, the robo was out. The observatory was there. The robo was fully functional. We skipped it. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, you hate to see it. Big mines.
Oh no! Oh, more Dragoons going down. Oh, it hurts my Protoss heart.
Man.
Oh no!
Terror, just impeccable, like micro. That was insane surrounding, the mine splitting, the run by with the vultures. These Marines are still doing damage at the natural. Dragon forced to pull all probes from the natural. But yeah, you see obviously the 2 Stargates not spinning here for Dragon. He's just caught with such an awkward timing and an awkward build. I don't think he expected 2-fact. I didn't expect 2-fact, you know? That was such incredible play here from Terra.
Yeah, I think Terra just kind of said, you know what, I got this, gas this off easy, I'm gonna put high pressure right away. This has been the style that Dragon has been playing, so maybe that played into Terra's mindset, saying, you know what, I'm gonna get out on the map and get after it. I mean, it's just tough. This is definitely tough timing, and if you're going for early builds with the Stargates, it's very hard to hold.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much spend so much of your resources on getting structures you can't even utilize.
Yeah, it's just tough.
Tank doing some good damage here. We see mines being picked off, and actually the Dragoons are in range to pick off yet another tank. But this is Dragon's lifeline here in this game. He's got to hold this. This is free damage for Terra for the most point.
Yeah.
Part, actually.
Really hard to hold. You see the unit count right now. It's 45 supply versus 66. Terra is just starting to pull away. We see Siege has finally come in. Bunkers are going down. Supply depot is blocking this natural so that he can just siege it from afar. He is feeling pretty good about it. Dragon knows he needs to go right now because if this bunker gets down, all these tanks and Marines get in, and they do, it's going to be, oh my goodness. Terra just...
Big damage.
Yeah,
I like the bunkers. I mean, he's just securing the victory here. You know, Terra has such an incredible style, and he really doesn't cut corners. You know, you can see with the reinforcement of these bunkers and stuff, it's so thought through. GG is called. Man, unfortunate, you know, build there from Dragon, and Terra making it look, you know, pretty good, honestly. He's picked up yet another win for Team Terran here. So we are that much not closer to seeing Artosis play.
I was gonna say, Machine. Fantastic that Terra is winning, but we have not seen Artosis come up and get his spot on in the limelight here.
Yeah, we know all the Artosis fans in chat. You should be rooting against Terror here, man. He's preventing you from seeing your hero. Nayokin in the chat. This could be an all kill for the champion. Oh man, dude. Terror picking up another big win there. So,
all right,
who's Zerg gonna bring?
I said, what is Zerg gonna do? What map are they going for? What are we gonna see here?
I mean, I like the Avi-Love pick. I think Avi-Love could be good. I think Babo also, you know, either player can take a game off of a player like Terror, but man, when I think of the maps, I don't know. Do you pick some like big, like Arkanoid, try to go for a big macro match? Yeah, what did I do? Am I just calling this here?
Sheen,
I swear.
Do you have your freaking glass ball out again? What's going on? Oh, Machine, there was a question for you in the chat. You should go look at it real quick before you celebrate.
Oh, have I visited my butt doctor lately? No. What's up, Rado? Good to see you in the chat, bro.
Oh, Rado coming in, just trolling Machine.
AKA
Love it.
Butt doctor.
Love it.
Man, what did I say, dude? I'm on fire tonight. Avi-Love, Neo Arkanoid. I love the pick. I think Avi-Love, he's like the Zerg that, you know, lives inside my heart. Like, I love that ultra greedy macro, like, get a bunch of bases, make a bunch of units, and just, like, overpower your opponent. He plays some fantastic games. He picked a great map with Neo Arkanoid that I think he has the potential to do something like that. Grab a quick 4 bases, you know, get to that big Ultra Defiler, Plague, you know, tech. Even Guardians are great on this map. I think this is going to be an exciting one tonight. And he's going up against the champion.
The champion. Oh man! Now, didn't we see Avi-Love play against Terror on the other island on Sparkle?
We did, and Avi-Love fucking crushed him, dude, with mass Hydra drop. Like, I was like, whoa! I didn't even think of that. And Terror, you know, was trying to scout for it too, but it didn't quite work out. He had just a really well thought out timing there, did Avi-Love for Sparkle. Man, Terror though, not, you know, he's not going to be coming off of a loss to Avi-Love lightly. He's playing like he's on fire tonight. This isn't really going to be a one game for Avi-Love one way or another. Like, Terror is just as capable of sitting cross map, macroing, you know, trying to, you know, play a competitive match here. With Avi-Love, so yeah, we'll have to see how this one goes down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the players build up early, see what their actual build orders are, because the expansions that are attached to your main are blocked. So what will they go for early? How will they play from there? Will Terror try to do some kind of lifting his barracks or an early factory to try to get into Avi-Love's base, like we saw last week when he was playing on the island map again? He played Sparkle again. Or will he just try to play some standard type of play and try to break through the neutral buildings and get into the middle of the map? It'll be interesting to see what he picks from here today.
Yeah, there's plenty of neutral buildings on this map. Arkanoid, you know, there's temples you have to kill. There's Cerebrits you have to kill to be able to mine from your natural and your third base that are located inside your main. And then even out in the map, there's like power generators and other crazy stuff you got to kill. So there's going to be a lot of clicking in this map. You know, you got to really be active with your units. You got to scout each and every single pathway thoroughly, and remember that, hey, there's actually 3 or more pathways to my main. So it's kind of, you know, just a map that keeps you on your toes, while at the same time, it's almost like the No Rush like 10 version of like, you know, a fastest map or something. It actually does take quite some time to get out, so that, you know, you wouldn't want to open 4 pool or like an 8 racks or something like that. So it's kind of interesting.
Maybe they've agreed to NR15 Machine. This is the week that they've said, you know what, no attacking, 15 minutes on these islands. We're just going to take it easy here.
Artosis is playing tonight. Truce, you know? Let's all slow it down.
We're going to take some time. Let everyone build up, get their army together, and go from there.
Yep. I love it, man. This is going to be a fun one for sure. Arkanoid. When was this popular? I'm trying to remember. This was like...
I know it was an STPL map a couple seasons ago.
Before StarCraft 2. Yeah, it was an STPL. That's where I most recently ripped. Even before that, it came out in like I want to say like 2009-ish, something like that.
The chat is saying 2005.
Oh, 5. I'm old. All right, guys, we are ready to jump into it. It's going to be Terra versus Avi-Love on Neo Arkanoid. Let's get in it.
All right, Machine, here we go. In the bottom right, back in the magenta. You're right, that map must have not allowed it because here is Terror.
Definitely was the map. And spawning at the bottom left. Y'all know him, y'all love him. It is Avi-Love. Ooh, spawning with that black Zerg. He's ready. That's how you know it's like a serious game when you pick black. You know?
Oh, no.
We're about to throw down. You know?
You also love to pick the black Zerg, right, Machine?
I do pick the black Zerg from time to time. Have been known to pick the black Zerg. Yep.
I like that. And right away, though, Machine, we see that Avi-Love is scouting in the correct direction. That will probably be a huge advantage on this island map.
Oh yeah, especially if you're diligent with your overlord and you're not like overextending past the rocks once you see, you know, the SCV or something like that. On this level, like Avi-Love has those kind of reaction speeds, right? Like if he can get away with a free scout, he's gonna. Meanwhile, you know, Terror's not. You know, it's kind of on Avi-Love to screw up to give away his position here. And you know, so much of this map is that neutral ground area that there's a lot of free space for Zerg to really poke around with overlords, get good reconnaissance, you know, unit count, so on and so forth. Yeah, we see a command center, oh, never mind, that's a barracks. All right, barracks first here from Terra. I like this.
But why the positioning, you think, Machine? I'm just curious of what Terra was thinking, considering.
Is he going to show it? He does show it barely. So who knows? I bet Terra's Terra's good enough. He knows he's there. Yeah, he showed it on the mini map. Actually, he looked over the main.
Okay, we have one base pool with gas.
Very interesting. I didn't even realize.
Like overpool speed to bust the.
No, this is not taking a natural, I don't think. This is like layer into a delayed natural. He's going to go layer right now, and then he's going to get delayed natural. He's going to make like 2 4-lanes. And, you know, I don't think this is the worst. I think this is a pretty good build, actually, given the situation. Everyone expects you to play super passive on this map. So maybe he's trying to catch Terra a little off here. Maybe get those quick one-base mutas out, or if you're going for a drop lurker play, like get the drop lurkers a little quicker. Building it within range of that second gas. I kind of like that. You can mine a couple minerals from that, you know, while you're tearing down the chrysalises with your lings, and then put your third hatchery down later. So not a bad call here.
Okay.
Academy is down.
I was curious if Avi-Love would go some type of like fast lurker and low drop, like something a little bit more less eco-friendly, but really aggressive. Seeing where he knows where Terror is.
Yeah, I think he'd have to have Hydrogen down pretty quickly. I think it's Spire. Yeah. It's just gonna be like a quick muta play. He knows where Terror is. Terror, you know, is probably still a ways off from being able to afford things like turrets, so maybe Avi-Love's able to get in there in a timing and do some significant damage. And yeah, we actually see a factory, so this is more like 1-1-1 play out of Terra, which we kind of know is fairly weak in kind of the early mid game. There's a lot of holes, a lot of potential to do significant damage early on to 1-1-1 Terran. So maybe a few mutas at an odd time here might be a little tough for Terra to stop.
Do you think the floating barracks is going to give away that it's some type of mech play?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah,
right. Because he's like, oh, you're floating your barracks. You can't be playing bio. You must be doing something else.
I was thinking 1-1-1.
The academy is up here for Terror. He hasn't put it down yet. He's not scouted. It's not blinking, so he's not getting any type of bio upgrades. But
yeah, surprised by that one. Terror is going to scout this. He's going to know exactly what this is right now. He knows there's only one thing. You could be going such a fast second gas with no minerals for it. It's got to be mutable. So I think Terror is screwed. I think he's going to realize he's in some serious trouble here. Bunker going down.
Through the bunker down because he has no armory yet and he has no eBay.
Because he went 2 factories so quick. The academy has been done, but you know we haven't seen stim or anything, and this obviously isn't bio, so even the academy I'm a little shocked by. But mutas are coming across the map here. There is a bunker complete at Terra's natural, but there is nothing in the main. Turret being produced at the nat now for Terror.
Oh man, Avi-Love getting after it. He is the master of these maps. It's great these factories are done, Machine, but what can you make at it? Okay, the armory is done, so we will see some Goliath done.
But he's caught between everything. He's trying to make
Machine is supply block. He's supply block. He can't make the Goliaths right now.
The Marines being forced to be pulled from the bunker even at the natural. Oh my gosh. What a play here from Avi-Love. Holy crap. Doing big damage. Still turning down another turret. SCVs being pulled off the line. And really there's not much SCVs left to be kind of mining even in the main. But remember, Avi-Love has no drones with this. He's doing massive damage.
He's doing a ton of damage now.
Yeah, this is going to be just about every single SCV in the main. Turrets are finally complete. I think Avi-Love will be pushed off here. But yeah, not before.
Burn down.
Really significant damage.
Oh, that poor spinning guy just blew up.
It's still 1 base Zerg versus 2 base Terran. Still mutas being fully produced here out of Avi-Love, but remember, there's no drones.
I'm waiting for Terra to land that barracks so he can make a fire bat.
Yeah, I think he has. There is a fire.
Oh, there it is! There it is! Oh, Avi-Love sees it though. It does get 1 drone though. It does get 1 drone. But I feel like that's such a Terra move to land the barracks and start making fire bats out of.
Yeah, just to like do that extra damage. That's so funny. Still, slight supply lead here for Avi-Love, but Goliath range is done. I feel like there's a swing happening a little bit, just economically.
Avi-Love is diving in, taking out as many SCVs. He knows he cannot take damage from the Goliaths other than with his attacking units because the Goliaths can't get to his base. So he is just trying to do as much damage as he can to Terra's economy to make sure that he can play into the mid-game.
It's been significant damage, but when do you choose to just start building on your own economy, you know? Like, those Muta could have killed the 4 Chrysalis at the natural real quick, or even the Lings. You know, trying to get a natural so at least you can get to a place where you can play from. You know, it's got to happen eventually. Yeah, we see the Muta diving in here, the main once again, picking off an SCV, another turret, losing 1 Muta, and then backing out. I feel like Terror is slowly stabilizing. He's on even supply with Zerg, which is never good, right? For Terran. Or he's getting close to even supply-ish. Zerg actually has more. But it's slowly getting closer and closer.
Yeah, Michelle, I feel like that Avi-Love, +1 probably going for Terra here, but I feel like Avi-Love is kind of just counting on this all-in that he's going to be able to do max damage because we have their hatchery, hasn't tried to progress at all, he's just been making Mutalists. So I agree with you that Terra is starting to stabilize against this playstyle. While Terra is taking a ton of damage, we can see that Avi-Love only has 1 drone mining, 2 drones mining mineral at his natural. didn't even kill those neutral buildings so that he could build another hatchery in the proper place. I think he's all in here. I think he wants to win right here.
Yeah, it seems like it. He is finally working on those other Chrysalis in the main, so he's opening up an option to take that next base. But yeah, this is just low econ count ZVT right now. Okay, he is going in, hasn't lost a Muta yet. Picking off more and more SCVs at the natural.
Should Muta go down there?
Yeah, a couple more Muta do go down.
Got a bunch of SCVs. Oh, we do see our first scan here. But we only have 4 or 5 SCVs there and about 14, 15 at the main. So Avi-Love is definitely continuing to hurt Terra's economy. Is it enough is going to be the question. Has he hurt him enough to be able to take the lead?
Yeah, he's right on the line here. I think if he's able to strike before this vessel with Irradiate comes out, he's going to have his best chance. But if it goes too much later than that, he's going to start running into vessel count, which could be a big issue for him. So here we go. This is a big group of mutas, upgraded mutas going into the main, taking out yet another turret, scouting out that starport, seeing that Irradiate being researched, and he wants to jump on this vessel the second it comes out.
Could he snipe time still?
He might. It's in the red, burning. Instead, he's chasing off a Goliath there, getting yet another turret kill as well, and jumping on yet another turret behind the main. I think Terra has some Goliaths at the natural he could rally over, but he's just kind of choosing to keep them back for now. Avi-Love has taken a third base that is building currently.
Terra has scanned the main, see the drone count, see what the tech is, and he's probably noticing, wow, no drones have been added. It is literally just 9-10 drones there at the main. So he knows if he holds on and continues to build SCVs, he will take the advantage in this game.
And we see that, right? He's still building turrets in the main, whereas, you know, maybe he would have felt comfortable just by having the vessel before. Does need to make another vessel, though. Really, when you get the second and third vessels, Zerg starts getting in trouble here. Avi-Love scooting back in, doing some good damage here.
She's not worried for Avi-Love here. Oh my goodness.
Big Irradiate. Oh, but nice pull though from Avi. Keeps
really
the rest
good
of the heroes alive, but they are bruised. They gotta run away.
Really good micro from both players there, but this is what I'm worried about. Like all of a sudden now, Terra is really starting to secure. We do see that Avi-Love has added 2 hatcheries because he wants to increase the larva count. He wants to be able to start making drones. He is. I wonder if he'll try to play into some Hydra play, or will he stay in the Muta? I'm not sure what his choice will be.
Yeah, I'm unsure. You know, it's always a little scary going into that mass Muta play versus Vessel, but maybe he'll feel like because he has 3 gas and 3 base versus 2, and he's managed to keep Terra's econ in check so much early on that he maybe could do it with mass Muta, but we are seeing that Evo chamber, which leads me to believe he's planning on switching off of pure Muta at some point.
Yeah, we'll see. He's starting to break down the neutral buildings to the top. Maybe that's better so that Terran can't quickly get to the base and reinforce.
Yeah, 5 hatch. He's maybe even just looking to take a 4th, I'd guess, from here.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be the best to play out from here. Oh, we see another hatchery in the main. So he's at some drones.
I mean, it's kind of a good time for it, right? There's so many temples between their bases. He knows he can't really do too much with the Muta right now because Irradiate's finally on the field. You got this big window, Zerg. Just do a big drone power and, try to get your 4th base. Make sure all your bases are saturated, and then go into that hive tech.
Yeah, I think we've seen nothing but drones for the last 2 minutes, so that's good that he's starting to get his economy back in order, so he's ready to try to get into this mid to late game. And like you said, with the 6 hatcheries, he probably can just transition easily into Hydra to be able to stop this mech force. Got to be careful there.
Nice try from Claire. He was looking for it, yeah.
Do not want those mutas to get picked off. by a bunch of vessels just with the radiated. That's too. Oh, no. They are. They're attacking the eBay. Another radiate. Oh, they're coming together. Gotta split them, Avi. Gotta split them.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job, you know, splitting them apart mostly, but still, that's gonna be big damage for Terran. We see a, you know, sizable supply swing yet again. Terran going up to 92 to 75. Actually, they're both going pretty quick. Avi-Love has that third gas now, going to mine it momentarily. Looking to break out the temples to take a fourth. I like this from both sides. Eventually, you know, Avi's going to know that Terra's trying to break out, you know, look to kill a third. I would assume he'd go to the close third, but who knows, actually. So he's going to need some units out on the map to try to defend that. Terra doing a great job with that 3 factories, constantly building Goliaths, building up that vessel count as well. I think that vessel count's going to be so strong as this game progresses.
And we see Terra putting out their command set already. He's starting to think about taking the next base as the game progresses. His economy has stabilized. We see that his SCV count is good. Oh, while I say that, Avi-Love is back behind the mineral line, picking off SCVs. Look at him go. Taking out as many as he can, denying mining. Great job here from Avi-Love again.
And pulling the Goliaths back, right? Those Goliaths wanted to be tearing down that wall, setting up their next big attack. Vessels do get an irradiate though, and that's a full health muta, so about as unfortunate as they
Oh
can go.
no!
So that's the trade.
No!
Yeah, they're all gonna die. That was the trade though. And big damage there from Terror. Third command center on the way. I'm a little surprised he's not sending a unit or two to kill the Chrysalis at his third, but do see him moving in here and looking to put some serious pressure on Avi-Love's third base. No sunkens yet either.
Yeah, as he pushes through machine, I get worried about the choke that's going to be there from the main to the natural. I think Avi-Love is going to have to engage this army at least at his third, because if he allows, we do see some queens though, machine, looking for that spawn broodling on those tanks.
Yeah, queens are really the way to deal with heavy mech play like this, but it takes quite some time for those queens to get online. And that's what I'm worried about here. Those queens, I don't know if they have the energy yet to take this fight, but he's absolutely going to need them to hold it.
And we see that Avi-Love is trying to break out the top, so maybe that he can flank this mech army. I'm not sure why he's busting all 3 temples down, but Mitch's looking for a bigger gap as he comes through. Oh, break us in the middle here as well, but Terra will have a wall with those reactors.
I think this is just a little too late here out of Avi. He needed those units in position already. He's going to have to just pull all the drones from the third. But he does have a lot of units in the main, and he's absolutely looking for a massive flank here with the majority of these Hydras. So who knows? Maybe if he swallows this army of Terror, he could win this. There's a lot of Hydra on the map. A
ton of Hydra. +2 though from Terran, so that is definitely strong as well. Machine, do you think Avi would go for a counter, just bust through and go around the mech army and go for the counter instead of engaging it?
I think he's waiting for the queens. I think we're waiting for Broodling. He's going to Broodling as many tanks as he can, and we're just going to see a giant mass of Hydras attacking. But yeah, he maybe could go for a counter, but that's a little risky.
We just see Terra here pushing back in. He's going through the next route. Maybe he'll just push to the next base.
Here's the counter. You're right.
Yeah, maybe I saw him breaking up to the middle. I wasn't sure, but at the same time, we see Terra going for his next expansion. If he loses that base, things are going to get very, very difficult here for Avi-Love.
This is so funny for Avi-Love. He's just eating the temple around. And
we see the Hydra going in.
This is a huge flank.
And there's nothing at home. It's going to be a crazy base trade.
This is nuts, man. When do you ever get to see a game like this?
Not very often. This is crazy because Terra's not going to be able to come back. He's not going to be able to turn his army around. He's going to have to fight here and go for this base trade. And here come the Queens incoming. Here they come to spawn broodlings. 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks immediately down.
And Hydra's coming in. He's also got Hydras to the north side too. So he's finally getting the counter off in the main as well. Supplies are still even, which looks good for Zerg here. Oh man, that is so many Hydralisks in the main. What do? Your Terror.
I think you just go for the base trade. He has a command center floating by Avi-Love's natural third, or natural that he took, so maybe he can do it. Because right now, I'm not sure he can hold these Hydra. SCVs are big boys, but I'm not sure they're that big.
Yeah, supplies are dwindling for both players. Finally, all those Hydras making it inside the main. Delayed, it felt like. Lots of resources for Avi-Love here, but he's not quite able to spend them. Might need to put some Sunkens down in the main or retake his third base. Yeah, this Goliath force is slowly being whittled down here from Terror.
I think this is going to be a really close machine between the Queens with the energy, the Hydra on the production of Terror, and Terror is going to be on the production of Avi-Love. Can Avi-Love clean up this mech army is the question.
He's got Hydras to the top side of the map that I think he just hasn't realized he has. Once he pulls those, maybe he could, but right now it's not looking too much.
Oh, all the larvae being used there, machine. That's really good, Avi-Love. He may have done it, machine. I don't know if Terror has enough here.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. He's got to find the rest of these Hydra that are out on the map. He's got so many of them. But yeah, he might have just done this.
Because neither player can produce units, and I'm only seeing a tank or two from Terror with a bunch of Goliaths, but there's a Queen, a ton of Hydra in Avi-Love's main. He'll be able to bring back and might be able to squish this army here.
He's got 5 Hydra.
Yeah, he needs those 5 Hydra right now.
Man, if he knew, man, he'd do it.
That's 12 Hydra right there, plus the Hydra over there. 12.
And he sees the Queen, though. Terror does see the Queen. It's a little scary. That Queen needs to get max damage.
It has. Spawn Brutling, it's ready. Here we go.
Here we
go. Will it make it? Oh, no, it doesn't make it.
No.
Oh, no, Avi-Love. Oh, those Hydra down. He really needed that. He really needed that Spawn Brutling. Bring those 5 and those back, Avi-Love. Come on.
Or the other 12 in the main. Oh no, Terror landed a command center. He is mining out of Avi-Love's main now. Man, the 5 laziest Hydralisks I've ever seen standing at the top side of the map.
Just hanging out, doing nothing.
Oh no, I think he walked into some mines. Unfortunately. Shoot.
I think those are all turrets.
Okay, never mind, they're turrets.
Bring back those 5. Oh, Marines are being made here from Terror. He's making any unit he can. Oh, that vessel going to be picked off, but I don't know, Machine. I think he really needed that Spawn Brutling on that tank.
Yeah.
Here we go. This looks like the last hurrah.
He's getting a good swing.
No, attack! Avi-Love, he's on move command, no!
Oh man, big damage being done by these Goliaths. And it looks like Terror is barely going to take this. He Matrix even going down on that Goliath.
He can't. Oh, those 5 Hydra, Machine. Still hanging out.
Just hanging out, man. That's you and me up there.
Just chilling, watching the action. Oh, he's found them.
He found them, man. They're coming in.
Oh, there's another siege tank, though, Machine.
There is another. Just a random siege tank in the middle of the map. Oh, man.
Oh, it's Hydra, though. Oh,
all right, man. Like I said, it's you and me. Here we go.
This is a really close fight, Machine. Here we go.
Super close, man. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Down the Hydralisks as well, so big focus fire being done. Oh, my gosh. This is so close.
Oh, Terror pulls it out.
Terror barely pulls it out. Oh, man.
That one Hydra.
Good game. Well played.
Oh.
Oh, man. What a game. What a game. Exactly what I expected it kind of would be between Avi-Love and Terror. Avi-Love with some pretty unique builds, right? Like, when do you see the 1 base layer in a competitive match, right? That's kind of cool.
You don't, and it was a great build. I think it was fantastic. He did a lot of damage early. He just needed a little bit more from his transition as he went to that mid late game.
Just a tiny bit more. Yep. No, I totally agree, man. He just needed a little bit more. But Terror, man, he's the story of the night. Really taking out these first 3 matches. So we'll have to see who Protoss ends up dragging out against Terror here. But actually, guys, we're going to go to a quick 5-minute break. Thanks for tuning in here. Run to the restroom, take it easy, go get some food, and come back.
Donate. Don't forget to donate to.
Yeah, don't forget to donate
Patreon.
during that 5-minute time. But yeah, guys, we'll be back here soon. Give us 5 minutes. See ya.
Even when you lost, there's always a hope. Rise and fight.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to yet another night of BSL Races Championship. Day 9 been quite a surprising match tonight so far, with Terra really kind of taking down the who's who of the Zerg and Protoss teams. We saw him go up against Hawk first on Gladiator, then Dragon on Third World, and with our last match, we had an awesome match between Avi-Love and Terra on Arkanoid. But it looks like up next, we are going to have Terror facing off against the Protoss CruZa on Reap the Storm. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty exciting one. I'm sure you guys, just as excited as me to get to the next game. But before we go any further, I just wanted to point everyone to the Patreon once again, patreon.com/bombastic. If you guys like what you're seeing, if you want to see more of it, if you want to help fund the next season, we could definitely use your donations. So thank you for those of you who can help out, and thanks for honestly just tuning in and hanging out with us tonight, even if you can't help. So yeah, we are excited and we are ready to get going here. We will have Terra going up against CruZa, obviously TVP. CruZa, a very strong South American Protoss player. I mean, and very well rounded, I gotta say. He's very good against Zerg. I have had the unfortunate circumstance to hit him on ladder many a times, and always plays a very well-rounded style of Protoss. He's definitely going to be very familiar with Terra's styles, and what he can bring to the table. So I'm kind of interested to see how this one plays out. Yeah. For those of you out there who are Artosis fans, I know you're probably like me and hoping CruZa takes this one, so we could see some more Terrans play tonight. I'm definitely excited to have that possibility, man. I really want to see Artosis come into the lineup here, and that's only going to happen if we have CruZa, take out Terra here. So let's go CruZa.
We're on Team CruZa right now. We're cheering for some Protoss love.
Always on Team CruZa, man. Yeah.
Team CruZa right now. Well, listen, we want to get Artosis on here. We want to see what he's got. Let's see what he picked. Reap the Storm.
Yeah, Reap the Storm. You would know better than me. How do you think of this map, PvT?
It could be good. Big open main for shuttle drops, but third is accessible for tanks to kind of push yourself into it. So we'll see what happens here. 3-player map, kind of small. Early pressure is good, but I think we're ready to get into it. So we'll see what CruZa does himself while we're in there.
All right, let's do it. Boom, Reap the Storm. Spawning at the 6 o'clock position. It's been his show tonight so far, man. The blue Terran, it is terror.
And in the top right, the man who's going to help us get to Artosis, it is CruZa.
Yeah, buddy, I know. Let's get some CruZa in the chat. Come on, CruZa. Come on, CruZa. Man, what were you saying about this map versus Terran? The only thing I can think about is that mineral only in the center for each of those bases. That's got to be like impossible to take against a Terran player, right?
It is.
You can just shoot that with anything. A vulture harasses the line.
Yeah, CruZa will not be able to expand towards that way. He will have to expand towards that 12 o'clock position, because if he, like you said, if he takes that mineral only, any kind of pressure will hit that probe line. So he'll have to expand that way. But the same is a little bit for Terror. I don't think he can take that 4 o'clock base as easy, because CruZa's on this side. So it'll be interesting to see what they do from there, but CruZa should be able to have some type of shuttle play in this game, because the main is very open. Like, it was very, almost like there is just space, all sides of it. So he'll be able to fly in shuttles from different ways to try to get some harassment done as well.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely be pretty interesting, you know, at least as far as those drop options that he'll have. I kind of like Terror's position just because that third to the right goes towards the Protoss' main, and I don't know, it doesn't seem too far away from the natural either, so I just feel like this is maybe a little better spot for Terror just given their situation.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also think that Terror immediately scouting CruZa and seeing that there's no shenanigans will help him kind of pick his build. CruZa with a late scout here after core, probably going for a 21 or 23 Nexus as well. Very standard, very standard play here from Protoss. So
yeah, Terror getting that vision of it.
Ooh, hidden pylon to make it think that he's up to shenanigans. I like that. I like that. Some mind games.
Yeah, I like that too, actually. You know, it's definitely gonna make Terror think maybe DT or something like that, but it's, you know, he'll never know. They play each other quite a bit, so I wonder if he'll actually scout for that pylon. It doesn't look like it.
He is looking at the machine because he knows something's up. He's like, what's going on here? You're taking it fast.
Where's that other pylon?
Like, what's
There's
going on?
2 gateways. Do I have to wall? Should I even make a command center? So this is really nice from CruZa so far.
Yeah, this is definitely stuff, you know, versus other high-level players that are thinking about the game and saying, all right, what's going on here? Terror obviously knows something's up.
Yeah, he's got him.
What is going on? So, one probe on the gas, so it's probably going to be a 21 Nexus here from CruZa. Hoping that Terror will overreact to the missing pylon.
But when you only have the one on gas like that, doesn't that kind of give it away a little bit? That it's got to be a Nexus? Or
gotta
maybe
be a Nexus or 3 gate with 2 gateways proxied somewhere. Those are like probably the only 2 options.
Okay.
But Terror should feel secure. Once again, no zealot pressure. So he knows that he can expand with no bunker.
Oh, the SE did see the Nexus. Ooh, maybe a little bit of a misplay. Shoot.
Yeah, the dragging of the vision from the SCV helps out big time here. Terror checking for any nonsense. Another?
He's going to try to flank the Dragoon with these 3 Marines.
I think so, and I think he's going to look for some early pressure. Like, once he snipes the first one, he'll be able to go out and press this Nexus.
Ooh, but CruZa wise to it, sitting back with the first Dragoon. Is he gonna scout for the Marines behind the mineral? No.
No, he's gonna poke
he does
and
go
see.
up to the ramp.
Because the mind games about the one pylon is now leading to the mind games of like, well, is this a 2-fac? What's he doing? Like, what's going on here? Same thing now from Terror.
I see.
And
this is bizarre.
I'm glad that CruZa is getting the second gateway early and not the Robo, because he thinks it's 2-fac. Because he may lose this goon, but he's gonna experience a lot of pressure now early.
There.
Yeah, it was good pullback timing, but he's gonna feel a lot of pressure now from Terror.
Yeah, he definitely will, but I mean, he's reacting appropriately so far. Those Dragoons have been pulled out of range. They're getting good damage on the Marines. Okay, they do need to back up a little bit though. He's got the high ground here.
Oh no! Fighting the high ground a little bit.
Just one shot, run. One shot, run. One shot, run. Like, yeah, just gotta get that timing down.
With the second gate, he should have enough machine to hold this. So
yeah, he should just let the pylon take a little bit of damage. Ooh, can't do that.
Big mistake there, letting that Dragoon die. Now you gotta focus down these fighter mines while the Terran tank and Marines do damage. Oh no, Terror just pushing right in. I'm very, very worried for CruZa because he has delayed the rope over the second gate, which was a good option, thinking that it could be a 2-fac. But now you can't see these. And if you lose this Nexus, your whole build kind of goes to shambles because this is why you cut from the gas.
He is slowly moving down that ramp, looking to try to save this Nexus, but yeah, I agree. He's got to go now. He is getting some damage, though. Dragoons are firing, but mines are going down, and yeah, this is a dead Nexus.
Yeah, now I'm worried for CruZa because you're going to see Terran just back up. Now there's no reason for him to continue here. He'll just back up, keep it contained, take his own command center, and play from there. Now he's taken a huge lead, and he knows it. He's feeling really good.
Yeah, it's going to be quite some time till CruZa is able to play back into this one. He does have 3 gateways and obs. I think that can only really mean one thing. You know, he's just going to pressure with 3 gate here, hope for the best. He doesn't really have a whole lot of other options at the moment.
And Terran just covering his bases here, making sure that CruZa's not taking a hidden base. He's not doing anything silly. Just, you know, securing his lead, which I think is key in this position.
Yep. I mean, that's really kind of it. Don't take any big risks. Like, just kind of secure the spot you're in. You know, he's just building more and more SCVs. He's got the faster natural. He knows it. He's getting siege. He's walling. He's getting turrets. It's kind of on CruZa to do some damage here, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'd almost like to see either a Reaver or really quick second Nexus, something to get him back in the game. I know it's a huge risk at this point, but he needs it. He needs to start doing something that's going to help him try to take a lead again or get back into this game.
I mean, his window with like a second Nexus is just... It's so tough. I almost think he should just like straight up hit the 3 gate timing, like pressure, and hope for the best. But he's keeping a couple Dragoons back, and it looks like he's gonna scout out with his obs. 2 Terra's natural. Terra has a good position here. Nice wall with that turret. 2 tanks with siege as well. Turrets going up in the main. And CruZa took that mineral-only base in the center. So that's going to be a little tough to hold, I think.
I'm not loving the machine because right now, Terra knows the damage he's done. I think you're going to see probably some kind of 4-factory kind of pressure, 3-4 fact pressure for sure, just to get there. And if he gets behind, he'll deny mining, because then it'll be 2-base Terran versus 2-base Protoss, which we all know is going to be positive for Terran. So I think CruZa's idea, I don't know if he's going to go for a fast ARB with that Citadel, or if he's just going to go Gateway Man and some pressure. We do have an Archives, but no Stargate. Usually you want to start your Stargate, then your Archives. But we'll see what his plan is from here. He could be looking at some kind of Templar timing as well.
Yeah, it could be a Templar timing. Could be just a few DTs to kind of get some map presence, maybe take a 4th base. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Stargate is down, so we are going to see some Arbiter play.
Yeah.
Which I think is good.
It got scouted immediately, though, from Terra, so Terra is definitely wise to it. Should be looking to get Goliath range probably a little earlier. Maybe place some turrets, maybe even get EMP, who knows. So yeah, we'll have to see. But it looks like you're right. I think Terra's got about 4 factories. Yep, 5 factories now in the main. This is going to be a big pressure play out of Terra, and as we know, CruZa's 3rd base is facing towards Terra, so it's not even super far away. You know, it's not going to be well defended. This is going to be a tough timing for CruZa to be able to stop.
Yeah, like that, he has an observer here. He's looking for scouting stuff. He's looking for vultures coming out. You know, when is the army going to move? Get himself in position. I wish he would have got his observer in the base, because it would be nice to know that Terran is on 5 factory, because I believe Protoss is only on 4 gateway. And if the Terran army is outproducing you, their reinforcements are just going to come very quickly, and you won't be able to do it. Vultures just pop out like nothing really fast. So he definitely needs to figure this out and put a couple more gateways down while he gets that Arbiter up so he can hold this next timing.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Well, we see the Tribunal down machine, so that's good news. He'll be able to get that Arbiter up. Hopefully we'll have a stasis by the time the Terran army moves. The thing is probably up. As I say that, I was going to say, Terror probably knows that he's also on the timer to get there before a stasis comes out. So he's going to start moving himself across the map so he can get to this third base and hit it.
Already building turrets in the center too. I like this from Terror. He's just going to reinforce this small position, you know, pathway pretty much between his own natural and this third base. And I mean, just because this is high ground or low ground, how do you stop this if you're CruZa? You need to have a big map presence. Like, this army needs to be in the center of the map right now. And he's kind of trapped in his natural, like, third area. There's nothing keeping Terror from just marching his tanks forward and sieging underneath this third base.
Oh no, machine. Oh no, machine.
No. Big vulture run by here from Terror, and this could be just what Terror needs to draw CruZa out of position and kill the third too.
Oh god, thank goodness.
Nice mines being placed.
Those mines died before the Problind game. I just having horrible flashbacks of many games where
Mine's still connecting. Yeah, exactly, right? The mines are still connecting though on a good amount of zealots. Shoot.
So this is twofold, right? He harasses the economy, he pushes, you know, the probes out, he kills probes, he kills units, but at the same time, his army is moving machine, which I think is even more key. He's going to get up on this high ground, siege this third, while CruZa's entire army is in his main.
Yep. Oh my god! Look at that mine. Wow, I did not expect that.
No, that's what I was talking about, machine. Horrible, horrible flashback. Oh my goodness.
Horrible. Did your heart just like kick right now?
Oh my goodness. I might
feel the arteries.
Hit me with the paddles, bring me back to life. That was terrible. How? Oh no. All those probes just exploding. Oh.
Yeah, man. Terror just taking a more and more solid lead in this game. Running by again with a couple of vultures here. They only get a probe kill, but I think Terror is fine with that, man. He's just going for the jugular right now. I like the turrets being produced too. This is nice.
Yeah, he's just going to slowly push here. You know, CruZa, I don't like that he's going to the low ground here, machine. I think this is a mistake because now he's got to fight up the ramp into this Terran army. And then we've seen this engagement here. Terror set up pretty well, sieging his tanks, picking things. The Goliaths and the Marines are taking out the Arbiter.
Great
GG from CruZa.
And GG's called, yeah, wow. Terror taking another game against Team Protoss.
Wow.
That brings the score to 4-0 for Terran so far tonight, man. Terror is just on fire yet again, as we've come to see from him.
Overall, machine 21-25 for Protoss. If Terror can produce the all-kill, it'll be very close. A very close match here.
Yeah, it definitely would be. That's kind of the story right now between Protoss and Terran here. You know, Bo's gonna need to pick up some matches to kind of keep that lead here if this keeps up. But as we know now, we'll have actually Terror going up against Babo, or aka Jiren. So this is gonna be, you know, kind of a interesting one. We'll have to see what maps he can choose from here. There's some, you know, new ones tonight, like Eddy, I think is the other kind of new map, but we also have Vermeer, you know, a lot of the old standard maps, so Turbine, Overwatch,
I think Turbine's a good pick though for ZBT with the way the map is built.
I think
that would be a bad choice.
If Zerg can secure the other main with, you know, double gas, it can definitely be a very strong Zerg map. So I kind of agree with you there. I think that could be a good map for him. Vermeer, more the safe standard, but actually we see him picking Overwatch.
Well,
been a while since I played
Champion. I hope you get pushing the Terran forward. Love it.
Yeah, yeah. He's got that team camaraderie. The captain of the Terrans, actually, Nyokin. So, he's out in full force tonight, cheering up his team, waiting for the one and only Artosis to get a shot here. So, yeah, we'll have to see if that happens.
Well, man, I love in the chat that people are saying Zero should join the Zerg team, help him out. Love it. Love it.
I love it. I love it, man. He could too. For
That
sure.
would be great, me playing at 5 AM, right?
Yeah, right.
Zero, if you guys didn't know, Zero doesn't sleep. He only needs 30 minutes, so that's why he can do all these events. He's on top of it. He's ready to play, be observer, whatever he has to do, he's ready.
Whatever he's got to do, man. Gets it done.
Ready.
Alright, so we are going to have Babo versus Terror on Overwatch, man. Can't wait to get this one started.
Yeah, this is going to be a fantastic match. How do you feel about Overwatch as a map?
With that close third having 2 ramps, I'm never a fan of like 2 ramp third bases for Zergs. But it's fine, right? Like you can hold a third. You got to make sure you have a pretty stable mid game with those mutas, and things can go fine. But you could also take the other corner base, which is just a 1 ramp base for your third, which is probably the most common on the map. Yeah, there's not the biggest distance natural to natural, so things like stim rushes can be a little scary for Zergs to deal with. Those are kind of just my thoughts about the map. Yeah.
And here's our matchup right here. You see our players obviously both have a ton of experience in Pro League. Both are high-level players.
I love Babo's shades, man. He looks super cool, gotta say.
They cover 3/4 of his face. I love it.
Love it, man. Love it. Come on, Babo. Do it for us, man.
Do it for Artosis. Do it for Artosis.
He could do it, man. Yeah, I don't know. This map, there's like a big ramp, kind of out towards the center, I believe, which can be a little tricky for things like lurker league engagements. But also, like vice versa, you can use the ramps or defend the ramps like with just a handful of lurkers or 2 or 3 lurkers fairly easily versus Terran. So yeah, it could be. It's just different.
Yeah, this map was very popular a couple years ago. It might have been ASL qualifier map.
I think it was. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Qualifier map. So I think this was definitely very popular. Both players should have a lot of experience on it, understanding of it. I do like the fact that there's a little ledge and island over the natural for Zerg to harass. So that should be pretty strong. I wonder, will we see bio play or mech play? Something a little, different here where he can wall and go from. Seems like
I think bio was more the standard from what I remember. But, a mech could probably work from here too.
Definitely interesting map. One of the key things is that small ramp that goes outside of both the naturals to the middle of the map. Can be tricky to navigate. Might have to go around it the longer way to get the next person's base because how narrow it is. So we'll see what happens. And I believe we are ready. So here we go into the next match.
And spawning at the top left corner as that red Zerg, we have Babo, aka Jiren.
And in the bottom right, the man who is going for the all kill. He is prepped. It is Terror. I don't know, have we had an all kill in any of the events so far?
I don't think we have. So yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
like we haven't.
First possible actual all kill for everybody. Crazy.
And how amazing is that, right? Like, it is so difficult at this level to have the consistency of an all kill on a night like this, right? These are big names. Hawk,
Different.
Avi-Love, Boa. Like, it's incredible, man.
Especially different maps, different races, different, just everything's so different and so hard. So, it'll be interesting to see. But he's prepped, he's ready. Terra's ready to do it. His stream all the time is champion is back. So we'll see
Champion is back.
Champion is back. So we'll see. He's just getting himself all crazed up.
Looks like Terra going for that wall off at the natural to start things off. I like it. Any map you can kind of wall off on, might as well, right? You defend things like 11 pools or 9 pools fairly easily. You can get away without a bunker a lot of the times, which saves your econ. We've already seen Terra open this exact same opener earlier tonight as well, on that Gladiator game, so you can tell he's very familiar with it. It's kind of a comfort pick for him.
Yeah. I think the toughest thing about these maps, right, and tell me if I'm wrong, it's hard to get the Overlord Scout, right? Like, to be effective on these type of two-player maps, like, you really can't see what's going on, what Terran's going for. And I love that Terra keeps doing these walls to kind of help make it a little bit more shady or hard for the Zerg to decide what Terran is doing. They're not able to see. They're a little bit more playing in the dark.
Yeah, I kind of like it as well. You're preventing information, right? It's definitely a strong capability to kind of have if you're Terra. And I mean, Babo doesn't want it either, right? Like, we haven't seen him send out a drone scout even, let alone like a third drone for like a third base. He's actually just going 3 hatch in the main. And Terra's not even making a marine, as we can see. He's really recognizing exactly what Babo's up to, playing that ultra greedy, no Ling, no scout, like third hatch in main style. And he's going to counter it by getting stronger economy of his own.
What do you think that SCV up top, right, has to do machine? It's just, I think it was just shift clicked it to go back to the minerals, or think Terra's up to some real good shenanigans?
He is wondering if this is 3 hatch at third base.
Okay.
Is what that was. He never saw Jiren put down the third hatch in the main with it. So he assumed that Jiren is playing ultra mega greedy and taking a third base early. And he's not. It's 3 hatch in the main, but Terra hasn't seen it. It's just that recently that's become a little more common in the meta, to take a third hatchery at a third base. Oh no, is Babo going to let the SCV in? No, he's not. He's doing a good job defending the SCV with his 2 Lings and pushing it out. So Terra still doesn't know, has Jiren taking a third hatchery at another base. He's just been pushed out of the natural and never got into the main. So that's kind of the one thing that Babo has going for him here.
And at the same time, we do see Terra putting the eBay and the Academy down. So it looks like it's an early +1 timing again. I'll be curious if he does put down the other 3 barracks so that he can get that 4-rack +1 timing going. Will he use it to push out and be aggressive as he was last time?
Yeah, this definitely could be some type of just like standard +1 5 racks or 4 racks timing out of Terran. I think it would be good here. What I'm curious about is if maybe Babo could be going for a lurker timing, knowing that Terra's full walled the natural. It's obviously going to be either lurker or muta, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think he has the option for both. I do like that you mentioned the lurker, because I think a lot of times you see, even at the highest level in ASL,
and it got scanned.
Got scanned. I love that you said that, because the highest level, I feel like you do see a lot of times these lurker type builds when there is a wall. So I feel like Terran have to be aware of both. They have to know that both are possible.
It's so strong. I mean, you force out a lot of bunkers from Terran. If the bunkers aren't there, a lot of the times it's just good game right off the bat. It's definitely a big weakness in this walling strategy that Terran goes for occasionally. So we will be getting you know, probably a couple bunkers being placed outside the natural here for Terran. Ling's already out on the map for Babo, looking to create some space for these lurkers to get in once they start morphing.
Yeah, I mean, Terran knows it's coming, so I'm curious if he's going to build some bunkers in the front of his wall and just kind of hold the turret and go from there. Or he's just going to go
SCV is trapped. SCV is a little trapped. This could delay the bunkers slightly, but it looks like Terra does know what's going on. As you said, he obviously scanned it, getting himself in a good position to really be able to hold this. Only one bunker going down, which can be a little scary, but maybe Terra just feels confident he can defend this ramp leading into the natural. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
I was saying, maybe because he has the 4 racks plus 1, he's able to get himself on the map and press the lurkers as they come across, that he doesn't feel as pressured. Like, his build was a pressure type build, plus 1, 4 racks, so can he get across the map? Can he engage the lurkers before they get there, force them to burrow, save himself some time, build up, and be able to run them over?
I mean, it definitely looks to be the play, but we see the lurkers splitting up here slightly. They are burrowing. I wonder if they're on hold position or not. Probably, I'd guess. But actually, Babo's scouting the Marines. Oh, big lurker spines going down, picking off first few units here for Terra. He's got to be feeling pretty good about that one. And we do see a third base going down as well for Jiren.
The factory's up, add-ons going. You're usually going to see some tank right away in this build so that he can engage the lurkers even better, start to siege bases. I'm glad that he put that down right away. The starport is also down to get those vessels out to help out. And do those Hydra have speed, machine? Did they were
I think they have speed. Yeah, this could be lurker Hydra. Not as common anymore, really in the meta, but it can be, you know, can catch Terrans off guard from time to time. If, you know, Terra isn't really expecting a heavy mid-game timing with Hydralisk coming, it could catch you off guard. So we'll have to see how this goes and if Terra recognizes it.
Then is he going to be going +1 weapons for the Hydra instead of +1 Carabase?
I think he would even normally go +1 armor, but yeah, I mean that's really where you get that key against Lurker, because Lurker spines will 2-shot Marines without +1 armor, and then it takes 3 obviously with +1. So
okay.
We'll see. He'll probably still go +1 armor here, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully he'll go maybe a fast hive as well to kind of support this Lurker Hydra with some plague or some swarm. I think that would be the most beneficial in this play style. I feel like it's always hard just to go Hydra Lurk versus the bio tank. I feel it just trades so effectively.
It really does, and I share your same sentiments. I think it's very difficult. Also, we have such a large Lurker Hydra force, but oh shoot, this drop remains huge.
Oh, Dawid does see he's trying to react.
Yeah, he's going for it. Lots of Marines being stimmed in here to the main. Spire could get targeted down instantaneously. Ooh, but the Lurkers do get down and get some pretty big spines. It looks like he'll at least fend off this drop for now. But yeah, that dropship's still very much alive and ready to transport some units. What I don't like is that we're on 3-base Zerg versus 3-base Terran with like pretty equivalent econ. You know, when you're going this Hydra Lurk, you gotta have that fast 4th base, I feel like. And the longer this game goes on, it's, you know, the bio just tends to trade more efficiently versus Hydra Lurker than, you know, Lurker, Yuta, Ling.
Yeah, and I think that Terra's got into that, right? I think that's why you're seeing taking positions on both sides. He's good with containing, dropping mines, letting these Hydra lurk run into the minefields, and just pushing that advantage. That's something Terra has done really well over all the games. Finds his advantages and keeps pushing them. Flag go crazy. He'll drop, he'll harass, he'll take a third, add infrastructure, and just kind of drag this game on until he has a really strong hold on it. Oh, it's a mech switch machine. Full mech switch. Because he does have map controls, so he must feel comfortable to do a full mech switch.
Yeah, he's got full contain here. I mean, there's no way these Hydras or Lurkers are going over this ramp. You know, he can kind of just do whatever he wants. It almost feels like right now. More drones for Jiren. He's definitely on full 3-base saturation at the moment, looking to prevent any more drops in the main. Queen's Nest going down at the 11:30 mark in the main here for Jiren. So might be looking to go high, might just be looking to go 3-base Queen. We'll have to wait and see.
I love this from Terra, though. He has map control. I think the only thing worse that the Hydra Lurk trade against other than the bio is a full mech tank mine army. I think he's really going to force it.
Yeah, it's tough for Zerg to control for sure. These Lurkers are so valuable that walking even 1 or 2 into mines is just kind of tough. Lots of Lurkers coming in here though. Good burrow. Actually, wow, Jiren trading very well. I was not expecting this so far with these Lurkers, but ooh, mine's looking to try to connect. And yeah, Babo getting some big damage with the Lurkers and Hydras here. Whoa, what are we watching? This is insane.
Shit, I'm shocked. I didn't think it would go that well for him.
No,
but he is just running it over.
I like that he's avoiding the ramp here. It would be really difficult for him to push in, you know, across that ramp. Looking to go more towards the third, but we see mines getting set up. Lurkers coming down. That's a lot of mines though. Ooh! Oh, what did I say, man? That's so expensive. Oh no! Come on! What? Oh, that's big damage done from these mines. And one more connecting. Yeah, this is kind of the risk of going Lurker Hydra, but still quite a sizable Lurker Hydra force coming in here towards the third. Nothing in the bunker. Lurker going down in the mineral line. Whoa. He's doing great, man. Babo's in a pretty good spot here.
This is so Terran events. I don't think he would do it so well for this army, but he is absolutely tearing through everything that Terra has. You see science vessels going down, tanks going down, SCVs
Come
going
on,
down.
Artosis fans!
Babo,
Yeah.
wow, there it is.
Babo, my hero. The Artosis hero, the foreign hero, taking down Terror here in a turn of events. Wow, incredible, man. That's huge. That's big time. So great match from him, doing that unorthodox 3-hatch Lurker into Hydra style and making it work, man, against the champion.
Oh, champion down. Champion down. Oh man, Babo coming through.
Dude, that was huge. You know, still though, hats off to Terra, right? Winning the first 4 matches. I mean, we were questioning an all-kill here. Things were getting pretty serious for Terror, and he's had a great showing tonight. So, you know, thanks for you know, losing though, so we can see Artosis possibly get in the mix tonight.
He might get in there, but first, before him, we have
Boa. Yeah, man.
Really strong.
Really strong. What do you say about the guy, man? Like strong map presence, like just aggressive opener. He knows everything. It feels like he's, I mean, definitely a Protoss that leans really heavy aggression. Can be quite tough for, you know, Zergs to deal with, but I'm sure Jiren's game, man. He's ready for it.
I'm surprised with the map pick, Vermeer. We saw in ASL that this was a very strong Zerg map. Up until rain, at least, right? Where Zergs 973s, 5-Hatch Hydra into that Lurker Contain was extremely strong. But maybe Boa feels like that's the map he does best currently. But Boa overall, his playstyle, very strong. Like you said, very aggressive. The one thing is, usually cuts a little bit so that he can get that aggression on the map. So as the game gets later, things get a little bit tougher. But his build orders early to mid game are very clean. So you know that he's going to be very, very strong as it goes.
Yeah, he's not an easy match, man. Like, you know, the games that we have seen Boa lose, which are far and few, he makes you earn it for sure. So yeah, I'm actually a little not surprised knowing a little bit about Boa. I think Boa is pretty much a meta by the book style Protoss. You can bet he's been practicing the current ASL maps non-stop with buddies. And yeah, you know, I think he's just, it's a map he's confident enough that he feels like he can play a good game on. So we'll have to wait and see here. But yeah, Boa going up against Babo. I would say maybe Boa is the favorite here. Would you agree?
I would agree that Boa definitely has the edge overall. Of the two players, I think Boa definitely takes probably more games in this series. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But we both know best of one, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, man. And has happened tonight, man. It's been insane. Babo taking down the Great One last series, man. That was incredible. From a position I did not think he had. Oh man,
Yeah.
when the drop went down the main and he was killing all the Hydra, drones, Spire, I was like, uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because Babo also enjoys the aggression. Like he does like to play, 973, 5-Hatch Hydra. So two aggressive players all running into each other. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Or will Boa settle in a little bit and go from there?
There's a lot of choke points on this map. Can be a little tough for Protoss to engage into versus Lurker. And I'd agree, like, vice versa, right? Big wall-off patterns at the natural third bases for Protoss. So yeah, I'd expect to see a later game, this game. But alright guys, we are just about to get set here. It is going to be Babo versus Boa. Here we go. And spawning at the top left corner as that yellow Protoss, we have Boa.
And in the bottom left, we have the Happy Zerg. It is Jiren.
So good positions right off the bat. They're vertical spawns from each other. We'll have to see if Boa opts to go for something like a gate first. My thoughts are that Boa has amazing, early game zealot control, likes to play hyper aggressive. So I would expect him to go with a gateway opener here. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Probe didn't scout, so it's going to be a 9-gate hair machine. Right off the bat, you're correct. He wants to get aggressive, so he is right away with that 9-gate.
This is going to be an overpool here from Jiren. I would give the advantage actually to Boa here early on with builds. I think 1-gate can press pretty strongly into an overpool opener, but by no means is it like good game or anything. Jiren could have some incredible link control here, end up picking off the first zealot for free or something like that, and be in a fine position. So the margins are very low.
Yeah, so I think the advantage of going with 1-gate versus the overpool is that the Zerg hatchery naturally is slower, so they have less larvae. So you are able to pressure them and continue to make them force Zerglings, and every Zergling mate is not a drone mate. So that is definitely the bonus here.
Very, very true. Yeah, it's a little painful sometimes when you see Protoss just constantly rallying that one gate zealot across the map. You're like, really? I gotta make 2 more lings? Like, come on, let me make some drones here. It's frustrating.
For sure, and I think that's definitely a good thing. And we see Bo already sees that there are at least 4 lings, so you're probably going to see him hold his zealot and pull it back because he knows he can't engage.
Yeah, right on cue. It's like he's listening to you.
He should be. He should know the deal. Guy got his back, supporting the other NA Protoss.
Looks like we have a 3rd drone moving out to take a 3rd base. 6 lings streaming across the map, but this is really that pivotal point where you got to have some great control, and you're not really able to get much damage done. Focusing down the pylon, I like this here, and actually jumping on that outer zealot, good control. But once the 3rd zealot arrives, I like the back timing there from Jiren. Really good control here from Babel early on.
Yeah, the thing that makes me nervous in the beginning of the game here is to see a lot of lane. So he's committing to a lot of lane pressure. He said before, he needs to go drones. He's going to have to get a lot of pressure done here with these lanes. Maybe he can cancel the forge here?
I mean, he got on it very early. I think he might. He just keeps rallying those lings.
Tons of lings here from Babo. I think he's going to get this forge machine.
It's 2 zealots now in the center, but actually more zealots coming in to join the fray. Cannon is being morphed. Ooh, I feel like Boa did a good job kind of stopping this, though. Getting zealots in a position, and we see yet another forge going down. I think Jiren needs to recognize this is held and start droning. Okay, we do see drones being built.
He's listening to me. Bo maybe listen to me, but Jiren's listening to you.
Yeah, this is just a painful kind of spot to be if you're Jiren. You have so many Zerglings out on the map, you can't really use them, and the 3rd base is a little far away and kind of hard to defend. We still don't have a gas, so we're kind of just
a 4 gas machine. I feel like that's not very standard.
Yeah, it's definitely not very standard. It's kind of a in-between build where you're just trying to get a good amount of larva for, ling and drone mainly early. And actually we did see a big group of drones being produced, but zealots are moving across the map, and this might be the perfect timing, honestly, for Boa.
Yeah, I love this timing that he's pushing out because it's going to force more drones, and he already knows that Jiren has made so many Zerglings that he's not making. So if he can press him and force out 4 or 5 more rounds of Zerglings, he's in great shape.
Back up.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to engage here. He can just force that and back. But we do see an engagement, and this is not enough Zerglings. Oh, maybe with that it is. We'll see. The fight, we see that. Bo just keeps attacking and backing up.
Yeah, great control here from Boa, honestly. Just attack, move, nothing's really getting caught on move command without doing extra damage. He's waiting for rallied zealots. I love it. Just taking the best trades he possibly can. Stargate going down in the main for Boa, and I feel like Jiren's tech has just been significantly reduced.
I feel like it's gonna have to be Paździor, right? Like,
no, but Boa assuming this was the 3rd that Babo took, getting trapped inside.
I don't think it was not on purpose machine. I think he went in there, cut the choke. He wanted the Zerglings to come in through the choke, so that he could just get a better surface area.
I see. You're probably right about that.
Ooh,
good trade,
came
though.
Out fighting here.
Yeah, it did come out to fight. A lot of lings though, still being made here for Jiren, which is slowing down the drone count, which we were talking about before. Jiren has finally a pretty healthy drone count, but he does also have a zealot in the main. Hydra Den down. Zealot does live at that 6 o'clock base. Zealot in the main, trying to do some damage. Does pick off a single drone so far, but it looks to be should probably get killed here by these Lings.
Really good drone drill there from Jiren. But Boa does recognize no lair and a Hydra den. So he knows that this is going to be a lot of Hydra really early. So he needs to get those cannons up so he can survive, because if he just leaves the 1 or 2, it'll get busted. So he's going to put those cannons up and then expand on his own tech. We did notice, though, Machine, only like 6 drones at the 3rd base. So that early game pressure definitely is being felt by Jiren here.
Oh, it's hurting for sure. I mean, I feel like we've kind of seen it. There is a lot of cannons going down, though, at the natural for Boa. I feel like Boa may be a little hypersensitive to some potential Hydra pressure here. You know, I don't think Jiren can really press too hard. Actually, 2 Hydras even falling at the natural to those cannons. So yeah, we don't quite see the drone count we want, and we also see, oh, this Zealot could get in on this Hydralisk with this probe, and the Overlord could die because of this. This is great control here from Boa. Oh, these drones gotta come in. Oh, killing a drone, killing another drone, and he might actually lose the Overlord still. Yeah, Overlord goes down. Wow.
And drones have to be pulled. Oof. A lot of damage here from this one Zealot probe and Ser.
Boa just looking to play so solid here in this early mid game. 3 Corsairs down at the bottom right. No drones, though, at the 3rd base. I wonder if that's... And no Overlord either. I wonder if that'll trigger some DT production.
Yeah, it could. Jiren needs to use these larvae. They're definitely a punch out. Archives going down. We see it looks like Boa is going for a speed lot Ser timing. Those 3 Ser plus a bunch of speed lot. Really strong timing here, because the Hydra fight the Zealots, the Ser kill the Overlords. You can keep reinforcing, and the Zerg cannot make any more units. Oh my goodness, we see a lot of unprotected Overlords here is a big deal, Machine.
Yeah, in the main, it looks like the army even getting caught out by these Zealots. I'm surprised he knew the army was there. Wow. That was really well timed here from Boa. Corsair's still getting some Overlord kills at this natural, continuing that constant supply block here for Babo. Actually, Zealot's just looking confident enough to push into this 3rd. 2 Sunkens do finish up, though. So, you know, although Boa can't push into that 3rd, there's kind of significant damage being done just in those 2 Sunkens having to be built, you know?
Oh yeah, just to make him use more drones. Like we said, the drone count was something that was worrisome for Jiren, and he's continuously just doing it. He just keeps putting pressure, causing more Sunkens to be built, Hydra to be built. Jiren can't get to the drone count that he wants, and it's evident in the supply count. It is 46 to 102 machine. That is a huge difference at this point of the game.
Yeah, it absolutely is, man. Good call out. I mean, like you're saying, it's just this pressure, right? How do you deal with this? Boa has turned a small lead and turned it into a ginormous lead, just with this constant attacking. It's so hard to deal with.
Yeah, and I know that. Oh, we do see him do the switch, but 2 Ser here. Oh man,
Big storm.
Really good. I love to see the storm with the front line too, just because he knows he's hurt the econ so bad, just to finish it off.
Yeah, he could. I think he feels like he can even just storm the Muta and end it here. But you're right. I think a drone storm would have been great too there. I mean, anything he's getting is just bonus value at this point. Yeah. Muta coming in on that back Muta. Ooh, a little bit of a whiff of the storm, but one more Muta does fall. Oh, there is more and more Muta being built. Nice Archon. I like that Archon morph here at the natural. He's going to take some time focusing from those Muta Ling Hydra. Oh man.
This attack will be cleaned up. The Muta could be a problem because all the Ser have died, but right away we see 5 drones in the main. Only that is definitely something that's going to hurt. Only 6 at the 3rd.
Big drone production, though, for Jiren. You know, he is working on getting to that full saturation here once again. But yeah, we're seeing 30 supply advantage here for Boa, even though he's only on 2 base. Pretty soon, as soon as he can deal with these Muta, he should be moving out and taking that third, and I don't think there's much Jiren can do about it.
Yeah, he definitely can't. I think these Muta were a good choice to help save him, but now they're going to find less and less value as Boa makes more and more Sares. And soon Jiren's going to have to transition back into the Hydra production, because if he doesn't, Boa's going to press him again. He's going to come with his whole army and crush him. Now, I don't know, did the Hydra didn't get the +1 upgrade, so I'm assuming that the Evo Chamber got killed prior to that finishing. So we already see +1 armor, +1 attack for these ground units. The ground units trade way more effectively as Protoss when they have that armor and Zerg does not have the attack. Usually Zerg is looking for those windows as +1 or +2 on the Hydra, and right now they're just not going to find it. And we see a shuttle here as well, machine. So I'm wondering if we're going to see... Yeah.
That's so cool. I haven't seen that, but yeah, he's keeping the Templars in the shuttle.
So that the Muta can't pick them. It's a really great play. But you know what can pick them?
The Scourge pick them?
The Scourge can pick them. Oh no!
Oh man, baller play here from
Oh man, Boa getting crazy with it. I love it.
Yeah, that was cute. I haven't seen that. He's just kind of escorting the Templar, keeping him up with the army. Alright, more and more pressure coming in here from Boa. Dragoons sieging down on those sunken colonies. Muta's coming in though, not before they get stormed. Whoa, big storms on that Muta ball.
Yes,
This is still so many Zealot Dragoon. This is going to be a tough one for Jiren to hold.
Yeah, we're going to see that. Oh, let's say same hold with the Lurker, but Jiren knows that it's already over, so we see GG.
GG is called. Well played there from Jiren, but it is Boa seizing the day, man. Taking out the Terror Slayer. Good game. You know, I think we kind of called it, but Boa just loves that hyper pressure style PvZ, and man, if you're not ready for it, it's so hard to deal with. So yeah, Boa gets on the board for Team Protoss tonight. We'll have to see who is up next. Maybe it could be the one, the
man, the myth, the legend.
Please,
Artosis.
Please, Artosis, play. Please, pick Artosis. Oh God, Raz, I just want him to play. I just want him to play so bad. I want him to seize the day and come back, do the reverse all kill for Team Terran. You know, could happen.
It's Ziggy.
It's Ziggy. Ziggy, man, Polish Terran powerhouse. You know, when I think Ziggy, I think like so much of all, like so many siege tanks and unit, like you know, vulture timings. He's very aggro. Big Terran player, man. He's gonna have to look to get after it here against Boa, who also is hyper aggressive. And yeah, we're also gonna have to see what map Ziggy wants to go here. So,
yeah, I was gonna say Ziggy does love his 2-vac TVP, so we'll see if he pulls something like that out against Boa to try to end it early and get it done.
Maybe it works.
Strong
right?
player,
like,
yeah, could work. Strong player. We'll see what Matt picks when he does.
Eddy. He picked Eddy. We'll have to see here.
He's ready. Ziggy's ready to do some Eddy.
Ready to do some Eddy. Eddy, man. Been a while since I've seen that map. Wow, look at that hair from Ziggy, man.
Ziggy's ready. Look at that.
He's like literally like a, like could be on the cover of like a metal band, you know? He looks like Rauda. It's actually, it's like
he does look like Rauda a little bit. Wow. So Ziggy did not participate though in BSL 14, I believe. So curious to see, has he been playing a ton? Is he coming back for BSL 15 and back and being active? We'll see what he has to offer in this upcoming match, because this is not an easy TVP against Boa.
It's not, but maybe it's an advantage, right? Like, does Boa know anything about Ziggy? Maybe not. You know,
I think he knows a little bit, and I think that Boa, his strength about PvT to me is he knows how to play all styles. Like, he is shuttle man, gateway man, carrier. He can do anything and everything. So I'll be interested to see what style he picks. But
do you think he can 12 Nexus?
I think he can 12 Nexus, which we all know right now is the strong PvT unbalanced build. I would love to maybe see some hyper aggression here because of the reverse ramps. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally my first thought in this map on this matchup is like, whenever Terran has a low ground main leading to a high ground natural, and Protoss just goes like double gate pressure, it is so freaking hard to hold your natural, like unbelievably hard. I don't know. We'll have to see what Ziggy can do to like come up with that. I'm sure Boa knows it too, right? Looking at the map, so it's gonna be a little interesting here.
Who knows? What we see, like we saw in past weeks, a little 10-15 action going on. I doubt it from Boa, but you never know.
Yeah. Almost worked for Quark.
Almost, until Terra made that nice little wall. But it could work this time because there may be no wall.
I mean, there's a better, bigger ramp on this map, I think.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yep. Eddy, man. It's been a long time since I've seen this one. I feel like this was also an STPL map or something like that.
Probably was. Probably was an STPL map. Also, seems like a very open main for Reaver speed shuttle play machine, so kind of up Boa's alley. But if we don't see that, we might see a quick Nexus, goon pressure into speed shuttle Reaver, into maybe shuttle man.
Could happen. Definitely could happen.
The shuttle man strong. Alright. Alright, I think it seems like we are ready. And we are ready to rock and roll.
Oh baby, spawning at the top right as that green Protoss, or red Protoss, it is Boa.
The bottom left, it is the blue Terran, it is Ziggy. Alright, we have the last hope of Boa versus Ziggy here. I'm really curious to see what Boa goes for here. Cross map, would Boa go for a forward gate here? He does like those builds too. And I think that can be strong on these reverse maps.
Yeah, I think a forward gate is like an easy call, right? It's not like he has to dedicate a ton of pressure to it, but you know, we obviously see the pylon go down the main, so it's not going to be forward gate pressure. We have no idea what we're talking about.
That pylon looks like a 12-nex pylon to me.
Because it's like that close and right next to the Nexus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think 12 Nexus is fine here, right? There's nothing wrong with it.
For sure. As we say that, he puts down a gateway to make sure that we're always wrong.
Yeah, he probably is just listening into the cast and hates us. He's like, alright, whatever they're predicting, like, how can I mess with them?
I will do the opposite. Pylon in base with the gateway here. Nothing crazy.
Maybe he just feels like he's the better player, and let's just get into any kind of a standard game, and I can outplay myself, you know, from there is kind of my thought process given this, but
yeah,
we'll have to see. Nothing crazy coming out of Ziggy either, though.
Yeah, and like all the other Protoss, no scout, so you're probably going to see a 21 or 23 Nexus play here again, unless Bo is going to cut something for the 19 Nexus, but this is becoming more standard, just trying to delay that scout so that you can get your Nexus faster and faster and get as much effectiveness from each of your probes. You want them to be as efficient as possible.
So we obviously know that they are cross map. This is quite a large map from natural to natural here. Like the naturals are really tucked into the top and bottoms of the map. So, you know, any kind of early game pressure here, one way or the other, probably wouldn't have worked anyway. So I think they're both going to be happy with their build order choices.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. We see that Ziggy is not pulling off gas machine. He
Don't
is
tell me.
not pulling off gas.
That means only one thing, right?
One thing and one thing only.
And what would that singular thing that could be two things mean?
It's gonna be the 2-vac.
Gotta be that 2-vac, man. Ziggy.
2-vac aggression. 19 probe.
Known
Ziggy
for
loves
that
his
2-vac.
build. Cuts it
Likes-
at the SCV count and just goes for the 2-vac. There it is. Here it comes. Boom.
If Boa doesn't know, man, I mean, the many greats
Oh,
have fallen to the
he
Ziggy
knows
2-vac.
machine. He
Oh,
knows.
second gateway. He knows.
He
knows.
machine. He
Oh,
must have hit
is it gonna
Ziggy
get
on
scouted?
ladder.
Is it gonna get scouted though? It might get scouted. Oh, that's 2 gateways being scouted here by Ziggy. Maybe that'll force a canceled second fact or something. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think we're going 2-vac
going?
versus 2-gate. Yep.
We're going. We're going.
Well,
Yep. We're gonna have to see how this goes, man. But 2 Marines already out, or 5 Marines rather. He's starting to hide some.
Fake
behind
bunker.
the natural here.
Fake bunker, maybe. Nope. Just bringing more SCVs.
They're just chilling, man. They're hanging out. SCV going up towards the top left side of the map. First 2 Dragoons coming in here for Boa. Sees the 3 Marines and is just gonna group with the second goon and go in, it looks like.
Well, no bunker machine.
No bunker.
Lots of Marines.
Yeah, lots of
It
Marines.
is definitely started triggering Boa's brain, like, and this is
Oh, he sees
really
the
bad.
tank.
Really bad for Terran losing all those Marines. Those are some of the buffer.
Yeah, he needs all the buffer he can get, feels like.
Yep. Ziggy scouts again.
I don't know if we have goon range though.
Yeah, I think we got good range.
Okay. I don't think so, actually. Ooh. Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we do. Still, so much damage raining down on these Marines. Second tank comes in, but not before the first one gets popped.
Tank pig.
We have 2 more tanks. Marines doing a good job buffering, but man, we need some repair going down on that tank.
Yeah, he needs to repair that tank ASAP before he goes across the map.
Yeah, we're gonna need every unit here.
Yep.
Ooh, does get another Dragoon though. Big pickup there for Ziggy.
The problem
but
here,
Bo-
Machine, is
yeah.
that the army is very dwindled for Terran to come across the map, and Bo is going to continue to produce, and at some point he will have a high ground to fight on.
True.
If he wants to hold back, you know.
It's quite a large high ground, I gotta say. You know, there's definitely a lot of different entrance points that maybe if he gets cute with it, Boa could have a hard time figuring out exactly where he's entering the high ground. But still, this is 2-fact. This is right across the map. It's about to get Ziggy. You know?
We're about to get Ziggy with it for sure.
We're about to get Ziggy with it.
For sure.
We see mines, I believe.
4 tanks,
and-
pretty strong.
Yeah, it's a good tank count. I'd be happy with it. I think we need more SCVs with this. Maybe. Here we go. Mines being laid behind the first 2 Dragoons. Or 4 tanks moving up. And we are focusing down some of these Dragoons. Oh, but 4 Dragoons, the magic number to start 2-shotting some of these tanks. Vultures did get into the main though. They are laying some mines and looking to wreak some havoc here on Boa's economy. Ooh, but Avi is out, and wow, at the perfect time, I gotta say. Dragoons are coming back, and they're gonna defend these vultures in this mineral line. Probes being pulled, doing some good damage to the vultures. Oh, but one
Oh,
more
he
actually
didn't clear
behind
it.
the middle
He didn't
line.
clear it.
See it.
Oh, GG from Ziggy.
GG is called though from Ziggy. Oh man, you know what that means?
It's the time.
It is the time everyone has been waiting for, man. We get to see two of the greatest going at it. It's gonna be Boa. It's gonna be the Tosis. Man, I can't wait for this one.
Now machine is our map. Turbine.
I think it's Turbine, right? It's gotta be Turbine. Man. Artosis.
Oh, how
It's
well
actually a great
does
map for Terran, right? Like,
how well does
Can you
Artosis know Turbine?
he never has played it in his life. I'm guaranteeing you. He hasn't watched a game on it. Like, I can hear him complaining in the chat before the game even starts. Like, what is this map? Why do I have to play it? Give me fighting spirit. Like, let's go. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be great.
Zero laughing himself in chat because he knows there's only one pick. Artosis is gonna say Lost Temple, but it's
That's
not
what he
gonna be
gets for going
allowed.
last. That's what he gets for going last.
I gotta be honest. I got the Artosis commentary here, and it says he's at a map called Turbine ?
What did I say? I know him, man. He has not paid attention at all.
He's gotta look the map up right now. He is.
He's not gonna realize he can't take the other main.
Oh no!
Bullshit! It's gonna be great, dude. Oh man.
But Boa should be is a very well-known map for him, right? Like he had to do it for
BSL. He's obviously at least played it before. He's probably in his own chat complaining about the map right now. You know? It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be fun. Oh man, look at that glorious picture of the great Terran leader.
He must do so many push-ups. His triceps and pecs are massive.
Just so many push-ups, man. You know? Like the push-up god. Every time he loses, I hear he takes a push-up, you know? Or does a push-up. So you could imagine how many push-ups that is.
Tons. You must be clairvoyant. he
man.
Already is complaining about the map.
Why would I?
I wish we had a camera on him right now.
I must be clairvoyant. Can you believe I called that, right?
He's confused why there's two bases in your main machine, so.
he's confused why?
Yes.
Well, he's about to see why. Man.
He better hold on to his puppy so he can make it happen.
I mean, it's a fun map. I'll say this, like, he's not going to get proxy gated, probably, by Boa, right? Turbine, introduced in this last BSL's map pool. It's kind of a good map for, like, Zerg. There's, like, creep colonies that spread your creep to your ramp early on. There's, you know, obviously a second base inside your main that's very easy to defend. Small ramp. It's gonna be a fun one here, either way, because I think we're gonna at least get a long game out of it. But all right, guys, this is the time you've all been waiting for. Artosis versus Boa. Here we go.
Here we go.
Spawning at the top left of Turbine as that blue Protoss, it's Boa.
And in the top right, the man everyone has been waiting for, your favorite caster, it is Artosis. All right, Machine.
Yeah, buddy.
I gotta say, I don't think it's the worst map for TVP because of the in-base main.
Second high ground main, right? Like, what could Artosis have to complain about here? You know, their 2-gate pressure isn't going to do anything up a ramp. you know, your whole base is basically locked off as long as you prevent drops. Like, it's this is the Artosis map if we've ever seen one. So, and he could take full advantage of it.
Now, I think Boa has already made the 11th probe, so we're going to see a 12 next from Boa here.
Will
which
we
I think
see
is
the
right
CC
build.
first out of Artosis?
Probably a good build, probably not in Artosis' repertoire.
Oh, you were right. It is a barracks. I'd love to at least see a gasless opener. I think a gasless opener would be good for Artosis here, but there's no way you're stopping a 12 next in this main, right? Like, you're not going to bunker rush up the main. You know, because Flash says you always bunker rush versus 12 next, could we still see a bunker rush here from Artosis?
I hope not, Machine. I don't want to see that travesty happen in one game here.
You think he literally has his like Flash like Bible build order notebook like sitting next to him right now, and he's like thumbing through the pages like, well, he did 12 Nexus. Should I pull the boys? Is it linebacker time?
He's flipping through the pages, but he can't see. Oh my God, Machine!
The man,
what are we seeing right now?
You know what? I'm just gonna be a student of the game right now, and I'm just gonna witness. Artosis, please teach me. Please teach me, Artosis. Oh man. You know what? It's tutoring time here.
Well, the bad news for Artosis is he doesn't know the map, so his scout is going to
like just the complete wrong way. Like, what are you doing up there? Are you drunk, Artosis? Like, what are you... That wasn't a base. That wasn't a main base. Oh, don't tell me he's going to walk past the main. Oh, we're getting the full Artosis experience right here, man.
Oh, no.
Like, this is everything I hoped it would be. Okay, he found a wall. You know, he's just... Yep, that's a nice looking wall there, Artosis. Come on, dude, get up into the main. No! I'm so mad right now. Like, I'm gonna lose my shit if he doesn't find Boa's base right now. Two barracks in the main pumping Marines. He's got the perfect counter to a 12 Nexus. Will he find the base? Oh man, the Marine is like perfectly set up, right? Blocking, there's a wall so that he can't even get caught behind that. Oh my gosh, dude. Artosis, find the base, please, dude. I'm gonna lose my mind if you don't move out. You know, you can hear like the gears in his brain like turning, like, oh, this is such a bullshit map. Still haven't found the base yet. Like, what is this? And he walked right by it. And he found the other two bases. Okay, he's got to know. He's got to know it's got to be on the top left side because he found the 6 o'clock base. Please just move across the map with your bio and end this game for all Terrans.
He may win, Machine.
I think he's going to, dude. I don't know what it
has no idea. He only has 2 Dragoons.
I'm still not certain Artosis has an idea either, though. Like, please, Artosis. Oh, and he scouts out with the single Marine to push out the freaking probe. This is 9,000 IQ play here from Artosis.
Oh, I think Boa could have seen
9,000 IQ.
Oh my god.
Man.
Here we go.
And the boys are being pulled. Did you ever doubt the Great One? I just want to ask that, Raz. Did you doubt the Great One?
I do now.
No.
Boa scouts.
He scouts it? Oh, come
Boa
on. How did he scout it, dude? Battery immediately going down here for Boa. This is still so many medics, so many Marines,
and
SCVs coming in. It's being walled off completely with 2 pylons. I like the pylon placement here. He's scanned and runs the SCVs through. What a legend! What a legend!
Oh my!
These freaking Dragoons, man. This is so much damage coming out. Walk up the ramp, Marines. Walk, please. Get up there. Don't target the pylon. Target the freaking Dragoons. He's getting on top of him, man.
He's done it.
Did you ever question the Great One?
He's done it, Machine. He's done it.
He has done it, dude. He is tearing through Boa right now to seal the deal for Team Terran and BSL Race Championship in probably the most epic finale we have seen. Oh my gosh.
Oh, GG from Boa.
GG from Boa, and Artosis takes it, man, in the final game for Team Terran against Boa. Oh my gosh, dude. I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now. He did it. The Great One did it. Boa just got a little greedy, and I mean, clearly Artosis had something planned for that map. How did he think to scan, do the SCV, like pull through? That felt planned, but that felt good actually from Artosis.
Wow. I can't believe we just saw the one base bio play.
I really can't either, man. One base, 2 racks, stim bio timing from Artosis on Turbine, taking out Boa. Holy crap. What a incredible series. Artosis obviously closing it out here for Team Terran, and in such a incredible freaking match, man. Like, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Artosis on top, baby. He holds it down for Terran today.
Yeah, man, he did it. Wow. Incredible day 9 here of the BSL Races Championship. We had such a fun lineup, great maps. Yeah, man, this was all I could have asked for, honestly. You know, just wanted to say once again to you folks who are tuning in, if you like what you're watching, if you're, a fan of the BSL, please head on over to the patreon.com/bombastic and donate a few bucks if you can. All the donations go towards the next season of BSL, so we can make more amazing nights like tonight happen. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Wanted to just kind of close it out here, but thank you all for watching. This was a fun one. Those of you tuning in chat, hanging out with us, watching these great games. Want to thank my boy Raz here, co-casting beside me, and Zero once again for having me on. Yeah, man, this was a fun night, and I can't wait to do this one again.
Yeah, big shout out to Machine and Zero. Fantastic, another just great Race Wars championship here. It's just fabulous. And I can just only echo, please donate so we can keep this going. And participate this season in BSL 15 that has started. We have a couple more weeks left in the ladder, so join on in, get yourself some games so you can be a participant in this Continental Championships that are happening this season. And thank you everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate you coming in and spending some time with us, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. Just wanted to once again mention tomorrow, please, if you can, make sure you tune in at 1700 CEST for the Gosu League Grand Finals. That's going to be Dragon versus Dosakwe in the finals, Mars versus NBA for that third place match. And we also have another series at 20 CEST. That'll be the final day of BSL Races Championship, day 10. So yeah, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you next time.